see it, but it went to the entire NRA list. Millions strong. Powerful stuff. That's what's happening at Armed American News. Make sure to check that out. We're very, very proud of that. And I believe you're seeing the cornerstone of what we're planning on doing, and that is creating a satellite radio movement word empire within this genre that will change the game. And we couldn't do any of this, by the way, without X Insurance. We couldn't do any of it without these guys who have stepped up and are helping us. And we thank Rick and everybody at X Insurance. More about that as I go through my process with them now and renew my insurance policy, because it's a real insurance policy. Something, if you're with one of those other groups, you don't have. They do. You don't. Don't even kid yourself. More about that later. Neil McCabe, welcome back in, brother. The Manchin question here is a big one, and I enjoyed looking at some of the comments, Neil, during the break. There's a lot of power in Manchin sitting on the fence right now. He's very powerful. And I agreed. I could argue that he's probably the most powerful senator there is right now. When it comes to guns, budget, $3.5 trillion of taxpayer dollars, Manchin's the one on the fence. But let's take all that, and let me get your thoughts on what I said in the previous segment. Why doesn't he just flip and get it over with?
Well, this has been in the ether for a long time, and it was certainly in the ether during the Obama administration. The problem is that Manchin's family is really tied to the whole Democratic Party in West Virginia, and there's a lot of, the guy's been in office for many years, joining the Senate. He was the governor of West Virginia. He played football for West Virginia.
So what?
I mean, there's just a lot of personal connections. There's staffers who have been working on different campaigns. There's relatives. There's all of these sort of, it's not the answer you want.
No, Neil, that's the old party. That is the old Democrat Party. That's not today's party.
I know that, but he's not a young man. And I was in off the record meeting with him when Trump got first elected with when I was writing for Breitbart, and he said that he told us flat out he would support Trump every step of the way. I was in the House chamber for all four of Trump's State of the Union addresses to Congress. Manchin would stand up, and when he would applaud, he would stand up and applaud, and then look at his Democratic colleagues almost to taunt them as he was applauding for Trump. But the problem is, he can't, he just can't make the jump. And
he's not a leader. Let me go here. Then he's not a leader,
Mark,
because that's what leaders do.
I've heard college professors in a program on C-SPAN where the subject was the whole subject for an hour was a debate over why Daniel Patrick Moynihan didn't become a Republican. And it's just, people just don't. I mean, there are some people who can't bring themselves to switch parties, and you see it on the Republican side. They just can't bring themselves to switch parties. It's just going to happen. You just got to roll with it. You just got to accept it. Having said that, Manchin has a very low opinion of these leftists who are now running the Democratic Party. When he first ran for Senate, his ad, it was an ad about his opposition to the carbon tax, and to demonstrate his opposition to the carbon tax, he fired a rifle shot into the target was the carbon tax bill. But Manchin also he did sponsor a bill with Pat Toomey from Pennsylvania that was written by Charles Schumer. That would have brought national concealed carry. It would have also brought in some other regulations, and it would have expanded background checks beyond what most Americans would consider rational or even practical. So it's like, to describe Manchin as a great hero of gun rights, it does get a little tricky because he did carry the ball for Obama.
Well, let me say this now that I'm off my soapbox on Manchin, because I have to say those things. Okay, if I don't point those things out, I'm not doing my job. Now let me step back, and I could easily argue on this side that it's fun to have Manchin as a conservative. It's fun to have Manchin interrupting and disrupting that Democrat For example, when you say when he stood up and cheered in the face of his Democrat colleagues. It's fun to have Manchin over there doing that. And it's fun to know that when it comes to gun rights, now we might be able to call a bill bipartisan if Manchin votes in our favor. I see this. I know how this game is played.
Let me tell you something. I went to Ash Wednesday Mass at St. Joseph's on Capitol Hill. And there were two senators at the Mass that I recognized, Susan Collins from Maine and Joe Manchin. Joe Manchin's family name is actually Joe Mancini, okay? They're Italian. It's an Italian family. He changed his name basically because he thought it would be better in West Virginia to be known as Manchin instead of Mancini, okay?
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
So, Susan Collins comes from, a state with a large Catholic population, right? She goes up, she gets her ashes. She immediately leaves after she gets the ashes, doesn't stay for the Mass, okay? So she can walk around Capitol Hill with her ashes on Ash Wednesday. Manchin stays for the Mass because he's a devout Catholic, but doesn't get the ashes because he comes from a predominantly Protestant state. And so it's like, senators play these games, and that's just the way it is.
Well, listen, take the Ash Wednesday, get the ashes, take the ashes, don't take the ashes. Because Biden made a statement today. Now, I'm not here to get into the whole abortion deal, but it's bigger than the abortion deal. It's about your rights and your freedoms and who's running the ship and what they're willing to do and say. Back with Neil McCabe right after this. Don't go away.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. The owner of 7 Louisiana nursing homes that were evacuated to a warehouse where 4 residents died after Hurricane Ida faced prior criticism after a prior evacuation-related death 2 decades ago. AARP Louisiana is calling for owner Bob Dean to have his nursing home licenses revoked. State health officials have launched an investigation into the deaths at a warehouse facility in Tangipahoa Parish, where 843 residents from 7 of Dean's nursing facilities were sent before Ida roared ashore.
From the Salem Radio Network, this is the Lou Dobbs Financial Report.
This is the Sean Hannity Show.
This is now madness. Biden saying Texas Governor Greg Abbott, Ron DeSantis are responsible for the spike in COVID cases. No, they're not. No, it would be you, Joe, and it would be Mayorkas. And your borders are Kamala Harris and the rest of the Democratic open borders, New Green Deal socialists that you listen to every single day.
Sean is on Roswell's Talk FM weekdays at 1.
The following segment of Armed American Radio is being brought to you by Defender Coffee. When you drink Defender Coffee, you're making a donation to a gun rights organization of your choice that protects and defends your freedoms. Welcome back to the show. Better push that little red button or you can't hear me. Welcome back to the show is correct. I am Mark Walters, filling your prescription for freedom today across the country on dozens of radio stations. No matter what time you're getting the program, I hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're looking forward to a great, safe, fun Labor Day weekend. And honestly, I want you to get out and enjoy it. Get your head, I say this pretty much every holiday, but I want you to do this. I want you to get your head out of these devices. I have 2 of them here. I know. Believe me, it's ridiculous. I can't stand them. Get your head out of them. If you notice, if you stop watching the quote-unquote news, you feel better about yourself. You're not stressed out. You're not worried about the same old crap all day long because you're not having it fed into you. It's almost intravenous nowadays. 24 hours a day. Get out and do something. Put these things away. Turn them off for the weekend. Spend some time with your family. Spend some time in front of a fire pit. Barbecue something. Cook something. Drink something. Have a great time. Throw some of the cornhole stuff. Whatever it is you do. And put this stuff down. It's just good advice. And believe me, you'll start your week feeling a whole lot better. Thinking, wow, I didn't really miss anything. Because guess what? When you turn it on Tuesday, same crap, same people saying the same thing. Bunch of idiots bloviating about critical race theory. Some woman standing up there ragging something up there on the what do you call it, the school boards. Okay, you got some guy up there ragging something because that's what it's all day long. It's same stuff. Give it a rest. You will feel a lot better. All this presented to you today by X Insurance, Daniel Defense, the raffle going on right now, $25. Make sure to check out Armed American News. You'll find the raffle thing right there. Click it, put you right in. $25. The possibility to win a $7,700 package from Daniel Defense. We'll talk more about our partners in just a couple minutes. Neil McCabe, welcome back from Parts Unknown, brother. Let's go to Biden. Did you want to put a stamp on the Manchin conversation at all before we move on?
Yeah, I just want to say that Manchin's heart is in the right place. He generally, wants to do the right thing according to the dictates of his heart, and you see that in the effort he makes for the coal miners in his state and in other things. And he's not going to flip parties, but frankly, it's not like the Republican Party didn't block national concealed carry for the last 10 years. It's not like the Republican Party has done a lot for gun owners and gun rights. So maybe he's, like you said, maybe he's actually more effective and makes it more interesting to have a Democrat working that angle. But go ahead.
Well, I could argue both ways on that. I think you're spot on. I think Manchin's heart is the right place. I've watched Manchin for years. I think he's a decent person. He's a good person. He is not a Nancy Pelosi. He is not greasy like a Terry McAuliffe. He is not slippery like a Schumer, I believe. And I believe that when it's all said and done, if he's not going to flip parties, it's got to be good for him to stay there. And I do like watching him stick AOC and the rest of them from supposedly their own team. I do enjoy watching that. And I don't think a guy like Manchin is going to allow that Tlaib and the rest of the Cory Bush and AOC and the rest of these loudmouth communists who have no business in Washington. I don't think you're going to see Manchin allow them to take over their party. And there's big changes coming, and the midterms is going to present that. That's a whole different discussion. Biden now has flipped on abortion, or not abortion. I'm not trying to make this about abortion, but he's flipped on conception. This is not a topic we normally cover here, and for good reason. But for me, it's just a very simple process. Okay, Biden changes position now, says life doesn't begin at conception. Well, for me, as a human being, as a Catholic, as a conservative, when two human beings make something together, what is it if it isn't human at the moment of conception? When two living things come together, they don't make something dead. Okay, it's not really a big argument. Again, if you get your head out of the media and use your common sense, you can figure this stuff out. If you are a drunk driver and kill a pregnant woman in another vehicle, you will be charged with the baby's homicide as well. So you can figure this stuff out. Now we have Joe Biden, who today, Neil, and you as a devout Catholic, says that he no longer believes that life begins at conception. So this is a big topic to flip on 56 years into your career. What kind of person is this?
Yes, this is kind of tricky, and I think you framed it correctly. The question isn't so much abortion, yes or no. Like maybe we should dig into that. But the question is, how is it that you can take something that is so central to the culture of life and Catholic theology, and he used to sort of play the dance that I'm personally against abortion, but I would not interfere with other people's rights. Of course, we remember 150 years ago, people would say, I'm personally against free, but we'll let Louisiana, we'll let the southern states do whatever they want. And nowadays we would consider that outrageous, but this is sort of the line that he was sort of walking along. And the Jesuits and other people in the Catholic Church sort of gave him cover and sort of worked with him on that. But I was raised a Catholic. I mean, so I don't know how the religions feel about it. But in the Catholic Church, at least in the tradition that I was raised in, of the Catholic Church, these things, your soul and your salvation is kind of a big deal. and you don't really want to play games with it. And so for somebody to have said that life begins at conception and then to suddenly say, no, not anymore, and this is...
Well, but who is he talking to is my question. Who is he playing to, Neil? I mean, that's the big question.
It's also a guy who says to push it out of theology, to push it into science, and which I think is where you were going rightly, is that, the science says that it's a living thing. In fact, Harvard University does not allow scientists to experiment on fetal cells after 14 days. Right. Now, you can argue whether life begins at conception or in 14 days, and what happens on day 13 versus day 15 is another discussion. It's like angels dancing on the head of a pin. But, Harvard at least says 14 days, and we're out. We will not allow it. It's unethical. And I think what it really comes down to, and the real lesson of this, is that the pressure on Biden to toe the line to the left is now so strong. And this is not pressure, Mark, that is coming from the American people. It is pressure coming from the leadership of the left. And why is he listening to them and not the American people?
Well, and you've answered my question, because that is exactly where I was going. This is a man with zero convictions. None. If you can flip that aspect of your life after claiming to be a devout Catholic within the church, as a member of the church, you've prayed on this, you've lived this lifestyle as a Catholic. If you can flip that after 50 years to make a political statement or to garner some type of political gain within some form of group, as he's doing with the far left here, tells you everything you need to know about the man, Joe Biden. Whatever you thought 56 years ago, this is who he really truly is. Has he just been saying that for the last 56 years? Only Joe Biden knows that. But we know now he's changed his tune. And he's done it when I asked you, and I interrupted you, who is he playing to? He's playing to the far left. And you answered that question. And that's exactly what's happening. And that should frighten Americans. As gun owners, that should scare you, because you already know where he stands on your right to keep and bear arms. He has no problem confiscating and taking your property from you. And that should frighten you. To what degree will he go to do that? We've got one more segment with Neil McCabe, and I will see you on the other side of the break as I answer a phone call from someone who should know better. We'll be back after this. As host of this program, I am proud, very proud, to welcome Daniel Defense to our airwaves. Founded in 2001 by President and CEO Marty Daniel, Daniel Defense is now the world's leading manufacturer of the finest AR-15 style rifles, AR style pistols, bolt-action rifles, and accessories for civilian, law enforcement, and military customers. Daniel Defense is a family-owned and privately held firearms manufacturer in Black Creek, Georgia, not far from these AAR studios. 20 years of manufacturing freedom has evolved into one of the most respected and recognizable firearms the world has ever seen. All Daniel Defense products carry a lifetime warranty, and the Daniel Defense name remains unmatched in quality, precision, and world-class customer service. To learn more, visit DanielDefense.com. That's DanielDefense.com.
Car, the 25th anniversary K9 and the venerable P9 in various configurations. Magnum Research, the classic Desert Eagle available in 50, 44, 357, and the new 429 TE calibers. The BFR biggest, finest revolvers, and the Magnum Light. Auto Ordnance, the classics. Thompson, that's right, the Tommy gun. The incredible M1 Carbine, and the one and only classic 1911. Car Firearms, a family of brands standing for your family's freedom.
The North American Arms 32 NAA Guardian pistol, designed in partnership with Conbor Ammunition. The 32 NAA fires a cartridge based on the 380 case, but necked down to hold the smaller 32 bullet. The result is a remarkable gain in ballistic performance that produces more velocity, energy, and stopping power than any conventional 32 ACP, 380 ACP, or 380 ACP plus P. The 32 NAA from North American Arms. For more information, please visit NorthAmericanArms.com. That's NorthAmericanArms.com.
Hey guys, it's Mark, and you know, from listening to the program, you're very well aware that our partner GunBroker.com is celebrating over 20 years in business, but what you didn't know is there are now over 6 million registered users. 6 million registered users. Think about that for a second. And it gets better because those 6 million registered users can view over 1 million items listed every single day. 1 million items every single day. I promise that what you can't find on your store shelves, you can find at GunBroker.com, and you will. It's real simple to register. Visit GunBroker.com today to get started. 100% free, always will be.
It's well known that we live in a world where even good police officers can become targets for frivolous lawsuits. At X Insurance, we provide custom liability insurance for police officers to eliminate your exposure, to help prevent you from becoming a target, and to protect you from unscrupulous lawyers. And if lawsuits do arise, we aggressively fight them. We do this in part by encouraging our law enforcement clients to take the X Insurance See It, Say Something pledge. We're the very best at what we do, and we've been doing it for more than 40 years. We offer same-day quotes and solutions, so call us today or have your insurance agent call us, and we can work with them to fill any gaps in your existing insurance policy. But call today, and let's get that target off your back. At X Insurance, we believe in good police officers, and we believe in protecting good police officers. For more information, visit xinsurance.com. That's xinsurance.com.
America was founded through the blood of hard-fighting, hard-drinking men. Men who believed in freedom and whiskey, who laid down their lives and their fortunes forging the bedrock of this republic, and in doing so created a new species of man, the American. Leadslinger's Whiskey was founded by 7 combat veterans who were tired of people afraid to support the Second Amendment. Together, they brought their love of American bourbon whiskey to freedom-loving, like-minded Americans. For more information and to read the story of Leadslinger's Whiskeys and Rum, visit leadslingerswhiskey.com today.
This segment of Armed American Radio's Daily Defense is being brought to you by Daniel Defense. Visit DanielDefense.com. Now, back to the show.
You know, when you visit DanielDefense.com, which we make really easy for you to do at Armed American Radio and ArmedAmericanNews.com or .org, take your pick for both. You can jump on that the raffle that's going on in there, and I tell you, for $25, if you're going to take a chance to win something, a $7,700 Daniel Defense package is a pretty good way to go. Yeah, it's worth the $25. I am going to drop about $100 on that myself. I hope you do as well. As for the youth sports, and Cindy and Marty Daniel are doing wonderful work over there. DanielDefense.com. I am getting closer and closer every day. I know to getting the phone call. Hey, Mark, it's Kimberly. Your new Daniel Defense M4 is in. Oh, I can't wait for that call, and I can't wait to tell you I got that call, and I can't wait. If you're watching the show, I'm going to show it to you. I cannot wait for that. DanielDefense.com. All this presented by X Insurance, a superior product. If you don't have X Insurance like I do, you're nuts in my estimation. It's real insurance like you have for your cars, your homes, your boats, your lifestyles, your businesses, your toys, your freedom. Why would you treat your freedom any differently? My policy is 100, 250, 500. I have an option to go to 250. 750, I can go up to $1 million. I can go as high as I want, but the difference in premium is not that bad. I may jump mine up. I'll let you know when it's all said and done as we go through the process. But nonetheless, it's real insurance, okay? Please look at real insurance for you. At least give them a look. Call them and make an informed decision. Not this gimmicky stuff you got in an email from people selling all kinds of training stuff that you can get on YouTube for free, by the way. Go get insurance, real insurance. Make the comparison. And then make the phone calls. You'll be shocked at what you don't hear and what you do hear, okay? Get real insurance, xinsurance.com. Visit Armed American Radio and ArmedAmericanNews.com for all of our partners. Remember, this is the GunBroker.com studios on the Crossbreed Holsters microphone. Sunday, the Car Firearms Group studios on the Lead Slingers microphone. Back to Neil McCabe. Remainder of the segment, Neil, I A guy like Joe Biden scares me to death because if he doesn't care, I said this during the break to those that are participating on the video side, on the boards and can chat. A guy who is willing to flip-flop his position on the origins of life doesn't really care about yours. Dare I make that statement?
Well, I mean, Joe Biden has been, a tragic figure in American politics. Just to sort of tie a bow on the last segment, I don't think there is a candidate or a politician in the United States since Kennedy who has done more to exploit his Catholicism. And certainly it's become very uncomfortable, when he keeps, he insists on, exploiting the death of his son and Joe Biden, who I actually saw him when I was at Camp Victory in Iraq, and actually guys in the Delaware National Guard told me he was a fantastic guy when I was on a convoy with them. And, I expected them to say he was an arrogant, obnoxious jerk, but it turns out Beau Biden actually was the real deal. And, God bless his memory. And, it's very uncomfortable that, no matter what the tragedy is, we have to have Beau Biden. Just the mention of Beau Biden just makes me very uncomfortable. And, this is a guy who's in a lot of trouble. The handling of Afghanistan has become, Biden's Katrina. And I said that on the mothership program. There's no way he turns it, flips it, or gets around it. That it's going to be an indelible mark on his presidency. The only parts of the polls where Biden was beating Trump, or at least was polling ahead of Trump, was foreign policy and COVID. And so he basically has screwed the pooch on COVID. And obviously what happened in Afghanistan did not go anywhere near anyone had any kind of expectations of the way the United States handles itself.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be very difficult. And then, of course, on the economy, he was already losing support of independents. When Congress comes back and is like, instead of the sort of stop and go that it's doing over the infrastructure bill and the reconciliation bill, when Congress comes back in earnest at the end of September, there's going to be a shift in moods, and people back home are going to get an earful from the voters. And between this, when Congress comes back at the end of the Labor Day in the middle of September-ish, finishes the actual, because the fiscal year ends at the end of September, through the State of the Union, that's the most critical time for the Biden administration. If he doesn't turn it around between now and his State of the Union address in January, February, we're going to have the spectacle of a 3-year lame duck. And
all right, let's go there.
He decides to stay in office.
Let's go there. I want your predictions here. Thank you. The midterms. Here, let me tell you what I think may happen. This is one prediction. But I believe, all things being equal, everything being fair, if we're on a level playing field here in a real world, as we should be, they get their clocks cleaned, both in the House and the Senate, after this entire debacle of this first year. I think Americans have had enough of Tlaib and AOC and the rest of these loudmouth communists. We've had enough of pink-haired kneelers. We've had enough of social justice warriorisms all over our sports fields. We've had enough. I think we've had enough. And I think that's going to reflect itself in the midterms. Biden, I don't think sees. He may not even see the midterms. I don't know what's going to happen with him. But this whole spectacle of Kamala Harris, who the Democrats can't stand, we could be in tune for a constitutional crisis unlike anything this country's ever seen. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's no possible way Joe Biden turns anything around between now and the State of the Union, which he won't. I don't even know that he'll be cognitively able to even give. Now, having said all that, Neil, I think America is bigger than all of this. Your thoughts, close us out. We survive it because we're bigger. We come out stronger as a result of it. Go ahead.
Well, a lot of us think that, the biggest problem with Ronald Reagan is that he made enough changes to buy the United States 30 more years, but he wasn't able to get through the big-time structural reforms that he needed to do.
Yeah.
And, Trump was even less successful doing those structural changes. Trump had many successes, but he did not get to the structural changes that needed to happen. And I shudder to think that it's going to take a crash. There's a lot of people who believe that if Carter was elected for a second term and was able to drive the United States completely off the cliff, we would have gotten some of the structural changes just because it was such a disaster. I've never seen such a panic, or at least since Carter, among the media, and the way they've turned him. It's really been shocking.
It's remarkable. Neil, what else is remarkable is having you here for a weekday. I hope we can do this more often. I love having you on the broadcast. You are a fan favorite, a dear, dear, dear friend of mine, and I can't wait till you get back in the saddle here and begin working with us on what is now Armed American News. I can promise you will be one hell of an addition to that future building that has the logo on it, because you'll be sitting at the top of it. Neil McCabe, thank you so much, my brother, for your service to the country and everything that you do. Here's the deal, dear listeners. Enjoy your weekend now. Be careful. Be careful. There you go. Safe and careful, right? We make up words here. Be careful. That's a new word. Be careful. Enjoy the rest of your day today. Be careful for the weekend. We will see you on the Monster Cast on Sunday, and then we'll be careful again on Monday. Carry on, carry off, and carry absolutely everywhere. Never leave your cave without your club. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon and your Labor Day weekend. We'll see you on Sunday.
You've just filled your prescription for freedom with Mark Walters, presented by X Insurance. X Insurance on the Armed American Radio Network.
Have you ever been in a slime pit? Maybe you've been in the mud and mire. In life, we often find ourselves in places that are not what we desire. Maybe our careers didn't turn out like we wanted. Maybe our families didn't pan out like we thought. Illness and sickness can leave us feeling like we're stuck with no way out. A guy named David in the Bible wrote about God saying, "He lifted me out of the slimy pit, out of the mud and mire, and has set my feet on a rock." The problem with us is we get ourselves out of one mud hole only to get into another mud hole. God is the one who puts us back on a rock, a steady place, a place that we can be sure of a future, sure of our next step. So when you are in a hole, look up. God has got you.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell. It's time for Talktivities on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Do you have an item for Talktivities? Email it to calendar@pvbcradio.com.
Performers extraordinaire Doug Montgomery and Elizabeth Young will appear in a benefit for the Roswell Symphony Orchestra on Thursday, November 4th, 2021 at 6 p.m. at the Anderson Museum. Limited tickets are available and go on sale August 15th at roswellsymphony.org or call 623-5882.
Homeschool families interested in learning about classical conversations in your area? Set up an appointment to attend an informational meeting with your local director. The program is currently accepting students ages 4 to 12, but space is limited. To schedule an appointment, contact Shirley Bailey, 575-626-9165.
If you have an item for Talktivities, email it to calendar@pvbcradio.com. That's calendar@pvbcradio.com.
On air and online, this is Roswell's home for talk radio. KEND Roswell.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters. President Biden is directing the declassification of certain documents related to the September 11th, 2001 terrorist attacks. Correspondent Mike Gracia reports.
The executive order issued Friday directs the Justice Department and other executive branch agencies to begin the process to declassify certain documents about the run-up to the 9/11 attacks. The order is a significant victory for victims' families in their years-long battle with the government over what information could be made public. Last month, many relatives, survivors, and first responders said they didn't want President Biden to participate in 9/11 memorial events if the documents remain classified. The Biden order requires declassified documents to be released over the next 6 months. Mike Gracia, Washington.
President Biden says aspects of the new Texas abortion law are almost un-American. White House correspondent Greg Clugston reports.
The president went out of his way to say he respects the views of pro-life Americans, but he's appalled that citizens can enforce the Texas abortion law.
The most pernicious thing about the Texas law is sort of creates a vigilante system.
The law gives citizens the right to file civil suits and collect damages against anyone aiding an abortion.
It just seems, I know this sounds ridiculous, almost un-American.
He said the Justice Department is looking at possibilities to limit the independent action of individuals in enforcing a state law. Greg Clugston, Washington.
Police are going door to door and drawing up lists of the missing as the death toll edges higher from the catastrophic flooding set off in the Northeast by the remnants of Hurricane Ida. At least 49 people in 5 states across the region have died. The storm swamped homes and engulfed vehicles, overwhelming urban drainage systems never meant to handle so much rain in such a short time. On Wall Street, the Dow down by 74 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
The United States has killed Osama bin Laden.
Hours after that announcement, the White House leaked that it was SEAL Team 6 that carried out the operation. Al-Qaeda placed bounties on the heads of all Navy SEALs. Then, just 3 months later,
Extortion 1-7 requesting permission to take off.
a U.S. Army helicopter carrying many from SEAL Team 6 and others entered the Tangi Valley.
That's all flash. You see flash? Anybody out there? We have a fallen angel. Roger.
Extortion 1-7, the provocative new film telling the story of the largest loss of life in U.S. Special Forces history, now playing on SalemNow.com. Questions quickly arise. Why did it take 17 minutes to fly a 10-minute mission? Was there a black box on board?
Every American should be taught about what happened in Extortion 17.
What really happened to SEAL Team 6 that dreadful night? Fallen Angel, Extortion 1-7, the story most Americans don't know. Watch exclusively at SalemNow.com.
There's a call for a federal prison to be closed.
A privately run maximum security federal prison in Kansas is dangerous and should be shut down when its contract expires at the end of the year. Civil rights advocates and federal public defenders urge the White House in a letter. The letter details stabbings, suicides, a homicide, and inmate rights violations at the Leavenworth Detention Center. The letter blamed understaffing and poor management by operator Core Civic. The privately run prison is separate from Leavenworth's more well-known federal penitentiary. John Scott reporting.
The U.S. government's road safety agency has added another fatality involving a Tesla to the list of crashes it's probing due to the use of partially automated driving systems. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says an investigation team was sent to a July crash on the Long Island Expressway in New York.
Are you ready for some football? Welcome to Roswell Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSVPTV.com. Tonight, your Coyotes are back on the road, taking on the Eagles of Hobbs. Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSVPTV.com is presented by Fergie's Plumbing and Heating, Central Valley Electric Cooperative, Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, Roswell Seed Company, Maupin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Oasis Computers, Eastern New Mexico University, Mays Lumber, Bob Reed Pest Control, Roswell Honda, Big O Tire, Spring River Dental, and Business Notions. Now, here's your hosts, Kelly McDonald and Ernie Lujan.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed, antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Mays Lumber Company. You know us for quality service and dependability. And Mays Lumber Company's pellet stoves are exactly that. A pellet stove from Mays Lumber Company provides you with the cozy, comfortable heat you want when you want it. With a pellet stove from Mays Lumber, you can adjust the intensity of heat and maintain a constant temperature. Plus, pellet stoves will save you both time and money, along with easy maintenance. Come pick yours up today. Mays Lumber Company, 115 South Virginia, Roswell.
You can count on Mays Lumber Company.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender love and care. If you don't know where to turn, then you don't know Jack. In fact, let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 632-2660.
Which one's your brother?
Oh. How long has he been coaching?
About 5 years. He started in this.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And welcome, sports fans, Coyote Nation, to Hobbs, America, where we're finally underway here. Well, we're not underway. We will be in about 12 minutes. We've had multiple lightning delays, and it is raining here in Hobbs, but we're finally on. And thanks to Mike Winters for helping us out back at the station. Thanks, of course, to everybody at Pecos Valley Broadcasting, KSVP. TV.com and all the good people who help make this happen. I'm Kelly McDonald here as usual, and not as usual, I have Coach Ernie Lujan with me, new head baseball coach at Roswell High.
Thank you.
Coach Lujan, congratulations on that. And I'm glad to have you here, and I'm glad you're doing stats and not me.
Well, I'll tell you what, Friday Night Lights is the place to be. Even though it's a little slightly rainy, it's a beautiful temperature out here, Coach. And so we're going to have some fun tonight.
Yeah.
These Friday Night Lights.
I'll take the 60s and 70s all day long.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like we have done the coin flip out there. They're shaking hands, and it appears that Roswell High has won the toss and deferred to the second half. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. So we will see the Hobbs football team offense on the field first, and going to take just a few minutes here to go over the starting offense and defense for your Roswell High Coyotes. Starting at one cornerback position is number 24, Wesley Gallegos. He is 5'7", 150-pound sophomore. At defensive end, number 10, Gonzalo Garcia. He's 5'10", 200-pound senior. Defensive tackle Ishmael Galvan, number 20. He's the senior, stands 6 foot tall and 220 pounds. The other defensive tackle is number 64, Jeff Irish, also a senior, 5'11", 280. And the other defensive end is going to be Jorge Gomez. He wears number 40, 5'9", 170-pound junior. The other cornerback is number 3, Adrian Anaya. He's 5'9", 165-pound junior. Linebackers at the Sam, we'll have Caden George, number 23. He's a 5'9", 165-pound junior. Mike linebacker is going to be Kevin Alarcon, number 6, 5'7", 185-pound junior. And the will linebacker will be Jorge Chavez, number 7. He's 5'9", 165-pound, also a junior, and he will also...
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor. John runs with us. Nothing runs like a deer. Get a 3 Series tractor with 0% APR for 72 months at your John Deere dealer today. For additional cost information, please call toll-free 855-633-2316.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia or Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Okay, technical difficulties, but got the ad in, and I think we're back on and back. And we are, got confirmation. So, we are back. We apologize for the technical difficulties. We may be dealing with that tonight. Hopefully not, but we'll do our best as always. All right, Coach, so week 1, we had Farmington, and that was a rough one, to say the least. And then last week, much improved, winning for most of the game, but couldn't finish the deal.
You know, we were just a couple yards shy of winning that game, Coach. That was a tough one to swallow, no doubt about it. Kids played hard. They played very well, especially at the beginning of the half, and they fought all the way through. And Lovington just had a few big plays that kind of obviously got them back in the game, and then they were able to go over top with it with the W. But it was very much controlled by Roswell, I believe, Coach, last week.
Yeah, I was happy with the improvement week 1 to week 2. I'm looking for that continued improvement here in most aspects, but I think that the area that Coach Lynn would like to improve on the most is turnovers. And you know, we've had way too many in the first 2 games, and really just cut our turnovers in half last week, and we win that one. So I think if we can get that done, we will be in good shape.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think every week we'll get better. We're hoping on that right now. Hobbs is, like you said, a throwing team, Coach, and the wind's picking up. So we got still a little sprinkle, and the wind's picking up quite a bit. So that may have some effect on us as we move forward as well.
Sure. And you're right. It is picked up quite a bit. Might be able to hear a little bit of that. I hope not too much. We'll adjust microphones as needed. Looks like we are... It's national anthem time, so the band is not out here yet, though, so I think we may have that delayed as well. So we can continue to talk a little football here, partner.
Sir.
So this Hobbs team. All right, now we are gonna. Okay, we are gonna have the anthem now, so we will pause for the national anthem.
Sing loud.
Nice rendition of the anthem there. Here, the band is still walking in. Normally, the very good Hobbs band would have played that, but instead they had somebody sing it, and
she did a great job.
Yeah, some vocalization there,
did a
huh?
Great job.
Yeah, that was nice. All right, there's the cannon. We are about 1 minute from kickoff now as home team enters the field. And Coyotes already on the field, and they're ready to go. Once again, I believe the Coyotes won the toss and will defer to the second half, so they will be kicking off to Hobbs. And I believe Hobbs elected to go right to left across your radio dial, which would put them into the wind, if I'm not mistaken, partner, for the first and the fourth quarters. So we'll just see how that goes.
Let's see if they work their way back the opposite.
All right. I think we got time for one more quick break before the kickoff. Coach, let's do that.
Yes, sir.
You are listening to 106.5 Roswell Talk FM and KSVPTV.com. Coyote football when we come back.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender loving care. If you don't know where to turn, you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 622-2660.
And we are back, Coyote Nation, here at Watson Stadium in Hobbs, America, and we're just about ready to kick off. Coyotes are lined up. It will be Peyton Kennard to kick off with the wind behind him. He might see this one make it to the goal line. What do you think, partner?
He may split the uprights, Coach. He has a leg behind him, no doubt about it. And I'm looking at this band walking across, Coach. They are absolutely enormous.
Yeah.
It is Flag Girls. It is a very impressive band.
That is a lot of kids.
Yes. Here we go. Here it is. Here it comes.
And we are underway as Kennard is going to pooch kick. And it will be bobbled at the 37 and tackled at the 37. Kind of gang tackled there.
Yeah, Giovanni Reyes on that, Coach. On the first one there, he was there quickly. Number 8.
Number 8. Very good. So, Coyote defense will be on the field. Hobbs will come out with their quarterback, Colton Graham, the senior. And we expect them to put the ball in the air quite a bit. The rain has all but stopped. It might be just drizzling, but I think it's pretty much quit. So we'll see if that's going to be a factor. The wind did pick up a little, but it's not too bad. And Here we go, first place from scrimmage. It's going to be shotgun formation, and they're going to run the ball first, and nicely done by the interior defense of the Coyotes, and that is number 10.
Gonzo.
Yeah, Gonzalo Garcia. Nicely done.
Nope. He stopped him short of 1 yard.
Yeah, just 1 yard gain. So
off the edge, looking good.
All right, so
got a 4-3 look on defense, coach.
2nd and 9 here. Again, shotgun. One back to the left. Going to hand it off and take it up the left side, and near first down yardage will be the running back, and that is number 14, Caden Trevino, just back from sitting out for COVID. So Hobbs is happy to have him back.
Yeah, one of our linebackers going at her. No, one of our safeties going at his legs. So he got a little hurdle, and then we had our middle linebacker come all the way across the field and make that play. Kelvin Alacon.
Yeah, nicely done.
Third down 1. Let's go, Coyote defense.
Yeah, I thought they were going to measure, but they're not. Just going to call it 3rd and about 4 inches. We'll see what happens here. And it's going to be a screen. And breaking a tackle and spinning into Coyote territory and all the way down to the 43 is Trevino again. So it's been Colton Graham, the quarterback, and Trevino, the receiver, on all 3 plays so far for Hobbs.
It looks like Hobbs is in a stack formation, a double slot stack formation, coach, and that makes it hard for a bump and run type of a defense every going. Now they switched out of it to a regular double slot.
Yeah, basically same formation every time for Hobbs so far. Now we're going to draw back and pass, and he's got a man open, and catch is made at the 35, and he's going to push down to the 32 before he's tackled by...
First one there was 25, Jeremiah, and then Wesley Gallegos stepped up.
And Wes Gallegos, correct. But another first down for Hobbs.
First down, Eagles. First down at the Roswell. Eagles in a no huddle offense, coach.
Yeah, they have not had a huddle yet. All right, same shotgun formation with 1 running back, this time to the quarterback's right. He's going to hand it to him, and he's going to take it up the middle, and they swallowed up by the Coyote defense for a gain of 1 on that play.
That hard, coach, by number 40. Gomez came in there, put a little helmet on his mouth right there.
Yeah, Jorge, nice hit in the hole there. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9. Ball's at the 31-yard line. 8 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. This is the first drive of the game.
Pass.
And back to pass, and he's got a man again, but overthrows him slightly. Looking for Trevino again. Able to get one hand on it, but couldn't pull it in as Graham a little hot with that one.
Inside information, you already tell him, Coach, that number 14 is their guy. He just barely came back. I think he
I had said they just got him back from COVID.
Yeah.
So
we'll be calling his name a little bit more than we expected.
Well, he's the guy. As far as the receivers go, just a junior. And that Graham to Trevino is something we're going to see a lot of. Jumped, and that's going to make a 3rd and long into a 3rd and much more manageable, as couldn't really tell who jumped there.
I
don't know who
first across the line. I don't like calling him out, but it was Jeff.
Jeff Irish, yeah. I kind of thought it was too, but I don't know.
Ishmael came across too, but whoa, that doesn't sound good right there.
No, they got the white hat mic'd up so we can know the calls. So I like that, but they need to tone down that microphone a little bit.
Trips to the top.
All right, 3rd and 5. It's going to be a keeper for Graham, and he's got it and more as he breaks the tackle. He's going to score. He'll get to the corner before the Coyotes can get the angle there, and it's going to be touchdown on the ground for Colton Graham and the Hobbs Eagles. So 3.5 minutes into the game, and we've got
a score.
We've got the first score of the game. And we have a similar crew here than we had last week for the officials. I'll give you those names here in a moment. And the extra point attempt. High snap, gets it down, and
blocked.
I believe it was blocked.
Number 20, Wesley Gallegos came in there with the flying hands in there, Coach.
So Wes Gallegos denies the extra points. A nice special teams play there by the sophomore. You're familiar with Wes Gallegos, aren't you? Baseball coach over there?
Yes, sir. He's actually my cousin.
Is he really?
Yeah. So Rico, my other son, my son has been playing with him since they were, I want to say, 11 years old, travel ball. We've been coaching them quite a bit.
Nice.
He definitely is a dang good football player, especially starting as a sophomore.
Yeah, he's a good athlete.
Yes, sir.
And a good job there. So the Coyotes will get their first chance at the offensive side of the ball here momentarily. I think we're out of time for a break, though, Coach. Let's take a quick one. You're listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSVPTV.com.
Hey, CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, we're getting close to fall and cooler weather. It's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571 to sign up. Call now.
And we're back. Live action from Hobbs, America, as the Roswell Coyotes trail 6-0. And this will be the first time of them touching the ball here. They're going to try the starburst, and they've got it going. He's up the middle.
Go, he's going.
Breaks the tackle.
Ooh. Nice little run right there, Coach.
Yeah, I had the wrong guy with the ball, but he was breaking tackles too. Good run back to the 35, and the Coyotes, the 33.
That's probably about 13 yards.
Yeah, Estrada on the return, and we'll see the Coyote offense now.
Coach, I really like the starburst. I really do.
Oh, I do too. And it's effective. As long as you handle the ball, I worry about it a little bit with the conditions as they are this evening, but they ran it well that time.
And up the middle.
Yeah, not much there. Was it Gamboa or Bryce Sanchez?
Bryce, that is Bryce, Coach.
Okay, so Bryce Sanchez getting the start. And he will pick up one up the middle as Richard Areola hands the ball off. We may be a little late in identifying numbers. We're a long way off, and they're wearing my favorite uniforms. I complain about it every week. Well, I don't complain about it when they wear the red uniform.
There you go.
All right, shotgun Rudy, as my partner would say, and now we got twins going out to the right.
Yeah.
Get set, gentlemen, and they're going to run to the left with the option.
Go Bryce to the outside.
Bryce has got.
Ooh, and he trucked somebody, Coach.
Yeah, he just ran over the defensive back. And you get about 13 yards.
13 yards right there.
And, well, now they're only going to spot him back at the 45, but that's okay. That's first down, and a nice run on the speed option there from Areola and Bryce Sanchez. Bryce Sanchez been a bright spot offensively for the Coyotes this year.
Also a sophomore, Coach.
Also a sophomore, that is correct.
And again, the shotgun formation, Coach.
Yeah, Ray Lucero in the game as a receiver, so see if the Coyotes look to put it in the air. They're going to run the option this way now. And Areola, not much room. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. The fact they're going to spot it right back at the 45, so no gain there.
Ball carried by Areola, tackled by Juarez.
Didn't sell the option part of that option very well that time, but
he had a seam he could have cut up and got a couple yards, but I think he wanted to try to bounce it for a big play. Sometimes you just got to take those 3 or 4 yards and be happy with a little cloud of dust every now and then.
That's right. 3 yards is a successful play in football, right, Coach?
Yes, sir.
All right, it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 balls at the 45-yard line of the Coyotes. Shotgun formation, and we're going to get a screen pass. And not much there, because that's going to be Jonah Gamboa out of the backfield, and he might lose a yard on that.
They did take one away, Coach.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 from the 44-yard line.
Pass complete to
Jonah Gamboa with the catch on the screen, but really nowhere to go with it. 6:43 here. We're in quarter number 1, and the Coyotes trail 6-0 to the Hobbs Eagles. All right, we're going to look at shotgun.
Third and long, Coach.
Shotgun Rudy again for Areola. 3rd and 11, and we're going to have no play. And I don't see the game clock, play clock. But luckily we have the mic'd up official. It's going to be illegal procedure. And that's going to be on Jesus Campos.
Well, Coach, I am looking. We don't have a play clock active right now working.
Yeah, they're out here, but they're not working, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. All right, it's going to bring up 3rd and 16. Let's see, they will run a different play. They're going to throw down the sidelines.
Go get it.
Got a man.
Oh, yep, penalty.
Yeah, they're going to get the pass interference, and it's going to be a...
first down for the Coyotes.
It may not be. We were at 3rd and 16, so
One the other way.
It might be 3rd and 1.
I'll take those odds over 3rd and 16 all day, every day, Coach.
Oh, absolutely. You'd like to have the ball where the penalty took place, but instead, we're going to have a...
Actually, last week, we had that pass interference that was called on us at the location of point.
Well, you know, it was weird because they gave him the down and the penalty, and that was strange. I'll agree. So 3rd and 1, as you said, Coach, much better, and inside of Hobbs territory at the 46-yard line, and now lots of options 3rd and 1.
Yes, sir.
Not to mention another down probably at that distance.
Yes.
So we're under center this time. Areola is going to try to draw him off.
Defense looks like they're coming with it. Middle linebackers are moving up and back. I'm pretty sure they're going to come with the blitz right here, Coach.
Let's see if they change the play, and now we got a flag.
Oh, you got to be careful with delay again.
And now we got delay, so it's not going to make Coach Lynn happy. And, you know, I know it's a relatively new thing to have the play clock out there, but, you know, as a quarterback, you know, it certainly gives you options on what to do. And even as a coach to maybe call a timeout and avoid the penalty, but...
And, well, I mean, Hobbs kind of spares no expense when it comes to athletics. They got a beautiful scoreboard, play-by-play kind of thing, and you figure those things will be working right about now.
Yeah. Either way, it's now going to be 3rd and 6 at the Coyote 49, and now another penalty. So penalties on 4 straight plays now. It's going to be a false start or some kind of procedure penalty on the Coyotes, so we're right back to 3rd and 11.
Well, big gain and 2 back-to-back penalties.
Well, I mean, it's 4. Let's see. That's a lot of penalties, and that drives coaches crazy.
Yes. Here we go now. Let's see if we can get this one.
Shotgun Rudy. We're going to throw the screen, and
shake and bake.
Going to have to make a play.
We got him, Coach.
Yeah, it's going to get most of it. Still pushing forward. Nicely done.
Oh, there it is.
Going to be about a yard short. Going to bring up 4th and 1 at the 46. And Josh Estrada with the 10-yard gain there. It's going to be 4th and 1. Coyotes to the line quickly in the shotgun formation. Going to bring some motion, but not run the play. Seen that before. Now motion coming the other way, and it's going to be kind of a jet sweep, but it's going to be pushed out of bounds. 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so Coyotes will turn it over on downs and hand the ball to the Eagles on the Coyote side of the 50 at the 49-yard line. So disappointing end to that drive. Had some good plays there, but certainly stalled. The penalties did not help. couldn't convert the 4th and 1, and now it's up to the defense.
Let's go defense. There's a trip set. Goes over jet sweep.
And nicely played by the Coyotes. Could have in the backfield. Instead, they're going to mark it as no gain.
No gain. I can see who was on that tackle, Coach.
It was Gomez, number 40. Jorge Gomez on the tackle. Technically, it could be a tackle for loss. It's close.
Well, I'll give it to him, Coach. I have no problem giving kids.
I figured. Ball's still on the 49, but it's farther back. So technically, they went the other way.
There we go.
All right, so shotgun formation now again for Colton Graham. He's going to go out to the left, and he's in trouble, but he gets out of it.
Scrambling.
Breaks another tackle. Still on his feet. Coyotes cannot get him down, and finally brought down by Caden George. So all that, it's just a 3-yard gain, and now it's going to be 3rd and 7 at the 46. So the Coyote pursuit there is good, Coach, but just couldn't wrap him up.
7 yards in the backfield we had.
Yeah.
Had him running for his life.
So it's been pretty balanced for Hobbs. We were told by one insider that they're pretty much 50-50 run pass.
Trip set to the bottom, to the left.
And the shotgun again. Here comes the pressure.
Reverse.
Oh, and he's loose, and it's off to the races and tripped up. Touchdown saving tackle by Anaya there, but not before Trevino with the big gain. All the way down to the 26. So the reverse worked for Hobbs where it did not work for us. I guess ours technically wasn't a reverse. But it puts the Eagles in good shape. 1st and 10 at the 26. Their shotgun empty backfield. And the pass is going to go.
Go get him. Scrambling and step to tackle. +5, +7.
Yeah, but I think it's coming back on a hold.
That's illegal, Coach. You can't do that.
And there it is, the hold on the offense. So that 7-yard scamper by Colton Graham will be coming back. And the hold was behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up being more like a 15-yard penalty. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like he's at the 31, so if they mark off 10 from there.
Number 77, back.
There we go. Going backwards. I like the going backwards for the black coach.
Yeah, no, we'll take that. We're going to.
Hobbs Eagles going backwards. Ooh, that's a big one, Coach.
Yeah, that's more. Wound up being more than 15.
Oh, they're looking to move the chains. Don't move the chains over there. There we go. Keep them there.
All right, so they back them all the way up to the 42. It's going to be 1st and 24. I thought it'd be 1st and 20, but the hold occurred way behind the line of scrimmage. So we're working on the picture here, guys, if you'll just bear with us.
Another empty set, Coach. It looked like, let's see what we got. Let's go get him. I say let's attack. Let's go get him.
And,
there we go.
And there's the
stick.
Yeah, not going to be a sack.
It looked like it was a designated designated quarterback sneak, and did not work. We had Ishmael in there, number 20.
Yeah, that interior defense, hard to run at us up the middle. You know, you can have some success running on us so far this year anyway on the outside, but, man, we've been tough in the middle with that front 7.
Yes, sir.
So 2nd and still about half a mile for Hobbs, but they are on the Coyote 42.
They're back in their double slot.
We'll get some updates from the Artesia game and the Goddard game for you here momentarily. Oh, could be a big sack. It's going to be.
There it is, Coach. There it is.
That's going to be a 13-yard sack on 2nd and 24. So that's going to bring up 3rd and about 37.
They had a good block on Garcia, Coach, but he got off of that and made that tackle as soon as he broke that the pocket. Quarterback broke the pocket. He was right there in his grasp.
Well, and Graham's mobile quarterback and hard to get down. That was an impressive sack.
It really was. That really was. Good job, Garcia. Good job.
They backed him up all the way back into Hobbs territory. So the defense really coming through clutch here on this 2nd possession by Hobbs. 1:55 left here in the 1st quarter. Coyotes trail 6-0 to Hobbs, and they're going to run it up the middle on 3rd and a mile. And
No, he did not.
And they're going to call a face mask, but I thought he had his arm.
Yeah, he had his shoulder pads, Coach. His head did not turn any which way. He was brought down by number 7, number 6. We had Kelvin and George on that tackle.
So it is the personal foul face mask. I'm going to look at that on Huddle tomorrow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Coach, no.
He did not bring him down.
So it's not going to be a first down.
Holy smokes.
Still going to have 3rd and long, but much more manageable for him now as they advance the ball all the way to the 32. Coach's head didn't move.
No.
And he's going full speed, and the guy's grabbing him. Nobody's neck is that strong. There's no way he is holding on to his face mask there.
And not go down.
Right. No, that was an example of calling something you thought you saw.
Double slide again. Let's see what we got here. Jet sweep again. Reverse.
And if they can make a tackle, they can make this.
There we go. Good job, Anaya. Is that Anaya?
Yep.
No, number 11, Sabino.
Okay, so Sabino Lazos with the tackle after the 4-yard gain. It's going to bring up 4th and about 13. I am not familiar with the kicking game for Hobbs, so I don't know if they would try a long field goal here into the wind. I doubt it.
Yeah, this wind's good enough to push anything back. They look like they're on the field. If Sabino doesn't make that play, Coach, he could still be running.
Well, he could definitely have gotten to the sticks. I don't know if he'd have scored, but great tackle by Lazos there. And now a big down for the Coyotes and the defense. 4th and 12 at the 28.
Stiffen up. Here we go.
37 seconds left in the quarter.
Oh, good job.
He's going to throw it. He has nobody to throw it to, and now he's just going to flip it out, and it's going to be incomplete. And a turnover on downs. The defense holds for the Coyotes. So consecutive turnovers on downs for each team. And the Coyotes able to stop.
Stiffen up, Coach.
Yeah, that was nicely done. Coach, several times, 3 or 4 times already in this game, you had Colton Graham, the quarterback for the Eagles, looking for someone downfield and nobody open. So that's,
there was a play coming from the safety. Number 2, he come down a streak, and our safety lit him up, Coach. Put him on his back a little bit.
All right, Coyote ball there in shotgun formation. They're going to run Bryce, and Bryce is going to get 2 as Coach Lynn may be adopting the cloud of dust or cloud of that black stuff that flies up from the turf, whatever you want to call it.
The rubber.
Yeah.
I smelled it burning the other day in Carlsbad. That's how hot it was over there.
I don't doubt it. It was that hot in Roswell when we left today.
Yes, it was.
But it's nice now, I'll tell you that.
Beautiful.
All right, that will be the quarter, and we will be able to take a break here. So after 1 quarter play here in Hobbs, Coyotes trail 6-0. We'll be back with 2nd quarter action after this word from our sponsors. Thanks for listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. And, of course, KSVPTV.com. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, So Easy Sewing finally has our most popular sewing machines and sergers back in stock. We have the Zest, our entry-level machine, on sale for $149. We have the Amazing Jazz 2, which boasts a 12-inch throat, on sale for $7.99, and our #1 selling Verve sewing embroidery combo machine on sale for $9.99. All machines include lifetime instruction on the use of the machine. Hurry in to 200 East College Boulevard in Roswell to claim your new machine before they're gone. So Easy Sewing. You've never had it so easy.
And welcome back to Hobbs America, Coyote Nation. Your Coyotes trail after 1 quarter play 6-0 to the Hobbs Eagles. Kelly McDonald here with my special guest, Coach Ernie Lujan. And we are enjoying some cool evening weather here in southeastern New Mexico and some good football so far.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We had one big play that we gave up, but I think we're going to be moving the ball pretty well with these Coach.
Coach, I've got an update from Louisville. And with 3 minutes and change left in the 3rd quarter, it's the Goddard Rockets 35 and Deming? Belen. No, Belen's playing Artesia.
Oh, sorry.
I think it is Deming 6, 35-6. And last score from Artesia was pretty old,
Handoff to the
but
outside.
it was 7-0 Berlin.
Strung out, and Bryce trucked him, but negative yards on that one as well, Coach. -4.
Ball carried by Sanchez.
Yeah, that's just inexperience there. You know, trying to make a little more out of something. You know, if he just leans forward in that first hit, he's at least back to the line of scrimmage. But you know, he's trying to do something there, and you can't fault the kid for that. No. Unfortunately, it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long. 3rd and they're going to say 12. It's a long 12. And the ball is at the 26-yard line of the Coyotes. Now moving right to left across your radio dial. We've got Twins out to the right. And it's going to be a throw. And Areola is going to be thrown down at the 20-yard line. Tried to break the tackle. And actually probably had someone to throw to down the field. Just unable to get his feet set or see it at the right time. So that's going to bring up 4th and long, 4th and 15. And that's going to bring Jorge Chavez out to punt. And he's done a great job. I don't want to jinx him, but he's done a great job punting for the Coyotes this year.
Yes, sir.
And he got off another beauty. It's going to be returnable, though. And it's on the fall out. We got it, Coach.
Scoop is score. He is going to go. Number 6, Calvin is going to dig.
Alarcon gets
down at the 10, Coach. That was a scoop and score moment.
Caught from behind, but he's going to take the ball all the way to the 8-yard line. No hankies on the field. And that's the break the Coyotes may need to swing momentum in this one.
Yes, sir. And that ball just slipped out of his hands.
Well, you know, it hasn't been raining for a while. I know they're drying off those footballs. But, yeah, it just went right through him. I know he was thinking return because he had some room, but good job by the special teams there. Didn't see who was on the initial hit, but it was Alarcon who returned it all the way down to, where are they, about the 8, the 10?
To 12, 11. We'll go half it.
The 11, yeah.
Off to Bryce outside.
And it's coming back on a penalty. 14-7 Artesia. End of the 3rd quarter, Artesia leads at 14-7. Thank you, sir. And I assume it's a hold. And here is referee Leonard Velasquez with the call. Oh, no, it's a chop block, so that's a big one. Yeah, that's going to be a bad penalty, and Coach Lynn is not happy with that. It's going to bring up a 1st and 25, I believe. Ball is going to be placed.
That is loud, Coach. That is loud.
The ball's all the way out to the 26, and the Coyotes have to get to the 1-yard line for a 1st down. So it's basically 1st and goal from the 26. So we'll see what the Coyotes have here in their familiar formation. They don't mix it up much formation-wise, as you know. Fakes the handoff, and now looking downfield, he's going to throw it back the other way.
And it passed. That's there we go.
Pass interference.
Pass interference. He was taken down. Seabass intended for the pass. Sebastian, sorry guys, if you guys don't know who that is.
Sebastian Mendoza was the intended receiver and unable to make a play on the ball, but a pretty obvious pass interference, and we'll see. That's going to bring the ball back to just about where it was. I mean, it's kind of a do-over situation there. You get the chop block. So that's going to bring the ball back. Should be back to the 11-yard line. I mean, that's easy to figure out.
Yes, sir.
So the last 2 plays didn't really happen, folks, and it's 1st and 10 at the 11 for the Roswell Coyotes, trying to tie or take the lead here. 9:54 remaining in the 2nd quarter. Coyotes trail 6-0 after the blocked extra point by Wesley Gallegos, and there's a fumbled snap, and Areola able to get back on it. So it's going to be 2nd down and about 19 from the 20-yard line. So, Coach, yeah, maybe some slippery ball issues here. I'm not sure if it's weather or I don't know what the factor is, but both teams having a little trouble holding on to the football.
I got to take that yardage away from Ariel. It's about 7 yards.
Yep. And that's the breaks when you sit in the quarterback chair. All right, shotgun Rudy. We got a receiver out to the right. And
there he is. He's open.
Oh, interception. And can't run with it, but intercepted by number 23. That is Hector Armendariz, junior. So yet another turnover, Coach. We talked pregame a little bit about turnovers, and you know they've definitely not been our friend this year. We have forced some. You know, defense has done a good job stripping the ball, and you know, obviously we've got a takeaway tonight already too. Well, 2 if you count the turnover on downs, but we just can't have those and expect to win ball games with the kind of schedule we're playing this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so the defense back on the field. Colton Graham back in the shotgun. He's got 2 running backs back there with him, but he will go back to pass. Nice play. Nice play by Adrian Anaya.
Yes.
As he ran with him the whole way, waited until the ball was there and made his move. Looking for Trevino again, and do you see a pattern there, Coach?
Yep.
I'm not sure he's throwing it to anybody else.
He has his running back, Coach. He tossed it out there twice.
Yeah, but you know who he's looking for.
Yeah, that's about it.
He's looking for.
That wasn't because he wanted to. He just had to check down.
Glad to have him back. So we're understanding why he's glad to have that receiver back. Now we got a 1-back backfield, shotgun formation. Graham's going to throw the screen to another fumble and can't get on it before it goes out of bounds.
So it was forced fumble by Sabino.
Yeah, Coach, I'm thinking there's got to be some slippery ball issues out there. I mean, yes, we've had a lot of turnovers, but you know both teams are struggling holding on to the football right now.
Yeah.
All right,
it looks good. Well, that turf holds a little bit of water, and
I'm unsure about this spot. He shouldn't be able to advance the ball with the fumble. I think the spot should have been about 4 yards back, but they're going to spot the ball at the 20, bringing up a 3rd and 1. Okay.
Trip set to the top.
And shotgun, he looks to the screen now. He's going to keep it himself, and 2 defenders run into each other, and that opens the door for Colton Graham, and he's going to get a big gain on 3rd and 1, all the way out to about the 39-yard line. Coach, we were in position to get him there behind the line of scrimmage, and our players ran together.
Yeah. Those are tough breaks right there. Look, it's a long game, but we're gonna go get him, Coach. I have a feeling that we're going to get him quite a bit. Let's go, baby.
All right, 8:22 left here in the second quarter. Coyotes trail 6-0.
Slot formation.
Graham looking to hand the ball to Armendariz, and instead they're going to come the other way with the misdirection. It's a pretty good play on 1st down. They're going to get 4. Bring it out to the 43. Was that Gonzalo?
Garcia and Kelvin.
Alarcon. He's going to bring up 2nd and a long 6 maybe.
Garcia and Alarcon have been pretty active so far today. They both have 3 tackles, and Garcia has a sack. So let's keep it up, Garcia.
All right, Graham back to pass again. He's looking, no one open, and now he's in trouble. He's going to be sacked.
There he is again, Coach. I'm okay with the way he's playing tonight.
I should say so. Calling his name a lot, and already a 2nd sack of the game. But, Coach.
And a forced fumble.
Oh,
that was Sabino. Sorry.
All right. But, Coach, I'm so impressed with the secondary. I mean, how many times he dropped back and looked and had time and nowhere to throw the football? Yes, so that sack is going to take him all the way back to the 38-yard line and bring up a 3rd and 11. So depending on what kind of yardage is gained or lost here, could be a punt situation. I've only seen the one
like
punt.
Screen out.
And screen out, and goes open down the sidelines. Now breaks it back inside. Coyotes finally getting down at their own 38. Looks like Chavez in on the tackle there, but not before the big gain again. A gain of about, oh, I don't know, 25. That's 20.
The linemen sniffed it out, Coach. They saw it, and they just weren't quick enough to keep up with the back coming out.
Yeah, well-run play. All right, shotgun formation again, and now they may change as they get instruction from the sidelines. Got twin receivers left, twin receivers right. Colton Graham takes the snap. He looks left. He's going to throw, and now he brings in another sack.
There it is, number 20.
And
you smile.
So Galvan with the sack. So the pressure's getting there, and we have an offensive lineman who is down and hurting. Let's see, that is Mario Lozano. He's a senior.
6'1", 250.
Yeah, he's
hurting, Coach.
Yeah, he's
sliding the ground.
He's in pain there, unfortunately.
And you never want to see high school kids get hurt.
No.
For any reason.
Right.
That's one of the things that breaks my heart, Coach, is seeing that.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here. Coyotes trail 6-0. We've got 5:47 left here in the second half. Thanks for tuning in. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. We'll be right back.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor. John runs with us. Nothing runs like a deer. Get a 3 Series tractor with 0% APR for 72 months at your John Deere dealer today. For additional cost information, please call toll-free 855-633-2316.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia or Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
And welcome back to a windy Hobbs America as we are in a timeout situation here because of an injured Hobbs lineman who down in some obvious pain after that last play. A good play by the Coyotes. It was a sack for a big loss, but as Coach was saying earlier, it's you just hate to see anybody get hurt out there. And it looks like
our defensive line has been pretty active, Coach.
Coach said, yeah.
They're getting pressure, and you know, I know I'm calling out Garcia, I'm calling out the ones that are making the sack, but it's all around effort from all across the board. You got Irish in there quite a bit, making things happen, getting double teamed. So you know, they're kind of focused on them, not letting these outside guys go ahead and make these plays.
Yeah, they.
Good job, Michael.
And so he's coming off the field on his own power, noticeably limping. But walking is good. He's on his own power now, and hopefully he'll be okay.
I don't know your last update on Goddard, Coach, but I'm looking at the Let's Go Preps, and we have Goddard 28, Deming 0.
Yeah, we had a more recent one.
Okay.
It was 35 to 7, I think, was the last score I had. I can check it. All right, we're getting ready to get back to action here.
Second, 17, 18.
42 to 6, I think, is the one now. Thank you, Mr. Tejas. Shotgun handoff to the right side. He finds a little bit of daylight, and then the Coyotes able to wrap him up after a gain of about 5. It's going to bring up third and about 14 or 15. We'll see what they...
Jorge Chavez was able to take the shoe off of that, Coach.
Well, that's one way to get a guy down, right?
And then he was met by a host of other Coyotes coming through.
Take your shoe and let your teammates do the rest. They're going to say third and 14 here. It's a long 14. Got two backs in the backfield, but that's a passing situation. No, he's going to hand it off to the receiver, and he's going to get about 5 as Trevino, the receiver, on the carry. I guess he did line up in the backfield there. And
let me see who that was, Coach, who brought him down. I think it was Jorge, I think. But,
all right, it's going to bring up 4th and 9. Ball is at the 38-yard line of the Coyotes. They are too far to kick. They are too close to punt.
38.
Here we go, 4th and 9, Kyle.
So they're going for it. They've got triple receivers out to the right, one to the left. Shotgun formation, and it's going to be a...
side.
Oh, and he's going to get it. He's going to get about 11 yards. So they run the ball on 4th and 9, and the misdirection is successful. It's going to be a first down, Hobbs, at the 28-yard line.
He was brought down by Southbound Jeremiah.
Monreal on the tackle, but not before he's able to get that first down yardage.
Yeah, if we have our safeties making tackles, Coach, I mean, they got through 2 levels of defense.
Right.
That's going to be a big game no matter what.
Don't want to see that.
No, sir.
All right, little shotgun Rudy for the Eagles, looking to pass the ball. And more pressure, and it's going to be a dead play because that's going to be holding about 7 yards into the backfield at least. And this is going to be a huge penalty, Coach.
Ishmael was deep in that pocket, Coach. He was working.
Well, and you know what? If he doesn't hold him there, I'm not even sure it makes a difference on the play because he'd already had him beat. So they'll repeat first down, but that is going to be a 12-17. Oh, gosh.
There we go. Keep
20,
it moving.
20.
Keep it moving,
Yeah.
Coach.
That is a long penalty there.
Thanks to Craig Baca, we got an update now. New update, 42-6. Denny scored.
That's what I just said.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
All right, thank you.
I want to get something in here, huh? First down and forever.
1st and 31. Going to bubble screen it, and that's... Oh, he's found there's going to be another hold, so that's coming back as well.
So that's right at the line, so don't move.
Well, it's going to be, depending on the spot, we're probably looking at a first down in about 40 now.
Move them back, Coach. Move them back. They're getting the yardage in chunks now, so we got to keep them going backwards any way possible.
Well, the defensive pressure from the line, the front seven, has just been tremendous. I mean, they've been busting through that backfield the whole game long, and Hobbs obviously feels like they've got to protect their quarterback, and it's resulted in a bunch of penalties.
Yep. There we go. Way back. The old school cheerleading thing right there, Coach. RYFL. Moving back, way back.
Yeah, that probably goes back farther than that even. All right. 1st and 43.
There we go.
1st and about half the field. They've got to get all the way down to the 18-yard line for a first down. So
empty backfield.
Pretty much got to have a turnover of some kind here. He's going to get a big chunk of it right here.
Brought down by Sabino.
Yeah, but that's
shoestring tackle right there. That was too much.
Yeah, so 1st and 43, and you give up, what, about 15 on that? It's hard to tell in these huge distances. So about 13, they're going to say 2nd and 30. So 2nd and 3/4 of a mile now. Empty backfield, shotgun formation, watch the handoff. Going to keep it himself.
And brought down hard by Irish and Alacon.
Yeah, Irish had him kind of wrapped up, and Alacon came in to finish him off. And Graham took a pretty tough hit there from Alacon. And Coach, I don't want to say the L word, but I just saw it out there to the south.
Uh-oh. Everybody look north.
Yeah.
Everybody
look. Don't look left. So it's going to be 3rd and about 27 from the Roswell 46-yard line.
Long time. They're sitting there for a long time. Empty backfield.
And that's not a delay, I guess.
Roll out. Ooh, pressure.
Hit as he throws.
Oh, good stick. Who was that?
Wow, that's Sabino again. And he
lodging it out, dislodging it, so I
yeah, timed it exactly right. The ball got there, and he got there just a half second later, and enough to not allow the catch. And we're going to have the first punt of the game for Hobbs. as they're looking at 4th and 27. They're in Coyote territory. You rarely see these high-powered high school teams punt in the other team's territory, but when it's 4th and 27, those odds aren't very good.
The wind behind your back, so... And Coyotes
are looking to block this, Coach. Here they come. Plenty of time to get it off, though. Decent kick, good kick. And it's returned by Monreal, I believe, runs into his own guy. There's one blocker back there for him.
Runs into it.
And he runs right into him. So
6-yard return.
Coyotes will have the ball, but they'll be all the way back at their own 11-yard line. 1st and 10. We're only a minute and 30 seconds away from halftime here. Coyotes have trailed 6-0.
Coach, just enough time is what we got.
Coyotes have trailed 6-0 since, well, just 3 minutes into the game. So this score has remained the same. Coyotes need to get out of their own backyard here, one way or the other. It's going to be a keeper on the fake, and that's going nowhere. Maybe a yard. We'll see about the spot. No.
They're taking one away.
They're going to take one away, so Areola not able to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we'll see. May see Hobbs call a timeout here, Coach, if we don't get at least some yardage out of this. Coach Lynn is content to let the clock run.
He's going to call timeout whenever.
We're under a minute here. He may run it all the way down and call timeout. Is that what he's doing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so he wants to take as much of this time off the clock as possible. And I don't believe we've had a timeout in the game, so you could have had a little chess here. I'm not sure I wouldn't have called a timeout if I'm Hobbs right there. If you got all three, it looks like they do. And Roswell will call the timeout. And we'll stay right here. So the strategy here being for Coach Lynn, what he was able to do there is take almost half of the time off the clock just by letting the play clock run down and call timeout right at the end. The advantage for Hobbs would have been to call timeout immediately, keep the time on the clock, and then hope that you can stop the Coyotes here and force them to punt. But I like Coach Lynn's strategy there. I think it worked in that they didn't call a timeout now. Now, if he tries it, it's going to be tough. Yeah. So, I mean, the Hobbs coach, he could still do it. I mean, if we get a quick hitter here for not much yards, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Hobbs call a timeout.
30, and then we got to put into the wind there. And
right.
He may. Let's see, they got.
Well, and Chavez is a good punter. He's had a great year so far punting the football, but.
Well, they also could do another oopsie and drop it down.
That's right.
And we take it in for the score, which they're very good on the 11-yard line to do that.
So 38 ticks left before halftime. Coyotes trail 6-0. He's got 2nd and 11 at their own 10-yard line. And we're back to action here. Areola will hand the ball off. And Sebastian Mendoza.
Yes, they called him out of bounds.
So they're going to call him out of bounds. It's going to stop the clock with 31 seconds, but it's close to first down yardage. We'll see where they spot it.
It's a 12-yard run. It's right there. It's right there.
Okay. They're going to say that on first down.
First down, Coach.
They did give it to him. All right, first down at the 21-yard line. Actually, the ball originally placed at the 11. That's kind of easy to do. You don't need to change. If it makes it to the 21, it's a first down, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so 31 seconds left. Each team, Hobbs with 3 timeouts, Roswell with 2. And it's going to be another running play up the middle. And churning away for about 4 yards is going to be, I believe it was Jonah Gamboa, but I'm
8.
Oh. Giovanni Reyes? Sure.
Number 9. There you go. Yep.
It was Gamboa. So Coach Lynn happy to just let this run down, and that's exactly what happens as the horn sounds, and that's the first half, folks. Coyotes trail 6-0 here in Hobbs. pretty exciting first half of football, Coach.
Yeah, a lot of hits, a lot of change of possessions.
Yeah, well, lots of turnovers, unfortunately, both teams. But
I think, Coach, we're bringing the wood quite a bit. They're getting a couple big plays, but we're hitting them. And I know that as Roswell High moves forward, we hit people, and people are going to get slowed down quite a bit.
That's right. All right, we're going to take about a 2-minute break here, folks, and let Coach Lujan put together his 100% accurate stats.
All day, Coach.
And we'll be back to Hobbs America. And was it Watson Stadium?
I believe so.
And we got an update here. Artesia 21, Berlin 7. That's in Berlin. It's in the fourth quarter.
Time showing?
No time showing, so we don't know when in the fourth that is. But we'll be right back. Thanks for tuning in. 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and watching on KSVPTV.com. We'll be right back.
Big O Tires Carlsbad is now open, locally owned and operated, and excited to serve the community. Stop by for savings on tires, brakes, batteries, shocks, struts, alignment, oil changes, and more. Big O Tires knows automotive services can be an unexpected expense, and that's why they offer no credit financing needed. So no matter your budget, no matter your situation, Big O will help you get back on the road safely. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Eastern New Mexico University Greyhound football is back on the High Plains. Don't miss out on all the excitement of Greyhound football as the Hounds welcome in Adams State Saturday, September 11th. Sponsored by Nixon Enterprises. Don't miss out as ENMU salutes America's heroes with a flyover before the game courtesy of Cannon Air Force Base. Tickets start as low as $10 for adults and kids 8 and under are free. For more information, visit goeasternathletics.com. ENMU football, all in.
This is Renee. She's not some influencer. She's more of a groundbreaker, turning her 4-acre lot into a little slice of heaven behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Renee runs with us because the most important job is the next one.
That's all I got.
Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear Renee's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia or Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Talk about local color. Your trees are supposed to be green, not yellow. Hello, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. While we've been talking about our colorful geraniums, I've been noticing a lot of yellow trees around town, particularly those globe willows. It may come as a shock to you, but those trees are supposed to be green. If you have yellow trees, come see us at Roswell Seed Company. We have a fix that's fast and easy and doesn't cost very much. Remember, it's okay to have yellow flowers, but not yellow trees.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. What we're going to do now is let you enjoy the largest band in the state, the Hobbs High School Band, and their halftime performance. If you're watching on KSVPTV.com, of course, you can see it. Otherwise, you can just listen on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. The Hobbs High School Band. Enjoy. Well, football fans, I hope that you stay tuned in for that. That's about as impressive as performance from a high school band as you'll ever see. What do you think?
I agree, Coach.
That looked like a college unit out there, didn't they? That was impressive.
Nice. It sounded really good.
Yeah, they did. I hope you could hear it as well as we could up here. All right, Coach, you ready for stats?
I am, Coach. I am.
All right, take it away.
We're going to start off on the special team side. We had a punt return. Jeremiah was 6 yards. And then we had a kickoff return for Josh Estrada for 13 yards. We're going to jump into the offensive statistics, Coach. These ones are kind of short-ended, but we'll go and get into that. Bryce has 4 carries for a total of 12 yards. I'm sorry, Bryce Sanchez has 4 carries for a total of 12 yards. We have Richard Areola with 5 carries with a total of 8 yards. Jonah Gamboa, we have 1 carry for 6 yards. And then we have Sebastian with a big carry of 12 yards. And we have Josh Estrada with a negative 5-yard carry. Richard Areola, he has a total of 6 passes. 6 passes and passing attempts, and it's 9 yards total. So, and then receiving yards, we have Jonah Gamboa with a negative 1 yard, and we have Josh Estrada with 10 yards. Again, these offense stats are kind of short-ended, but we are definitely going to get into something that I like talking about is defense. Currently, we have Adrian Anaya with 1 tackle. We have Jorge Chavez with 4 tackles. We have Isaiah Galvin, 2 tackles. We have Caden George, 1 tackle. Weston Gallegos, 1 tackle. Jeremiah Monreal, 3 tackles. We have Jorge Gomez, 2 tackles. Some big names on Jorge Chavez and 4 tackles. Kevin Cohen with your Roswell Coyotes.
Thank you, partner. And got an update from the Wolves. I have a final score. Goddard 49 and Deming 6. So Goddard moves to 2-0 on the season. Number 1 ranked in 5A football. And we have a little extra time here at halftime, Coach. They have its homecoming here on this rainy, windy night. The rain has stopped for a while now, but the wind has picked up. And they're going through the homecoming court right now. The clock is showing just under 6 minutes left. So we're going to take another break. Let you hear from Oasis Computers, Roswell Seed, Fergie's, and ENMUR. Just a few of our wonderful sponsors here that make these broadcasts possible. So big shout out to them. We'll be back in just about 2 minutes with, we'll talk a little bit more football, and we'll get ready for the second half. Thanks for tuning in to KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed, antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
ENMU Roswell offers high school students the opportunity to get a head start on their college education journey into healthcare. Through the Allied Health Careers Pathway, high school learners can enroll in dual credit courses that introduce them to a wide range of careers that include emergency medical technician, paramedic, nursing, occupational therapy, respiratory therapy, medical assisting, phlebotomy, and nursing assistant. Start your healthcare career path at ENMU Roswell. Contact your high school counselor for more information.
Talk about local color. Your trees are supposed to be green, not yellow. Hello, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. While we've been talking about our colorful geraniums, I've been noticing a lot of yellow trees around town, particularly those globe willows. It may come as a shock to you, but those trees are supposed to be green. If you have yellow trees, come see us at Roswell Seed Company. We have a fix that's fast and easy and doesn't cost very much. Remember, it's okay to have yellow flowers, but not yellow trees.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender love and care. If you don't know where to turn, you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 622-2660.
We are back, folks. Coyote Nation, where your Coyotes trail 6-0 to the Hobbs Eagles. We are in Hobbs, America, on a windy now, cool evening in Hobbs. We were much delayed, over an hour, due to lightning, not because of the rain, but we did have some rain early on. It quit right about kickoff time. But we have had issues holding on the ball for both teams, so we'll see if that continues here in the second half. Coach, I mean, you probably know better than me, a little more experience down there with the pigskin. Once a ball gets wet, I mean, does it remain slippery? I mean, can you dry them off? Is it the same as a completely dry ball?
Well, no, actually, a little bit of wetness, Coach, actually makes you grip it better. But right now, it looks like it's a little bit more soaked in. And with the newer balls, it's very bad. It's very bad. A little bit older balls, the moisture actually gives you a little bit of grip. You know, it's
closer. Yeah.
You know, towels, wiping them down. You know, it's not coming down hard anymore, so I don't think it should be that much of a factor. But we have seen it switch sides multiple times, and you know, it's definitely been apparent throughout this game.
Well, you know, the inability to hold on to the football has been apparent. I was just, you know, speculating whether, you know, it's a weather thing or if it's just because obviously we've had issues with turnovers, you know, all 3 games this season. And, you know, they're not necessarily interceptions. So, you know, it's holding on to the football. All right, so a little over a minute left, and then I think we'll go 3 more minutes. So we're probably still another 4 minutes away from the actual second half kickoff.
We got a lot of game left, though, Coach. So 6 points.
Yeah, you know, it's been sloppy, but like both our previous games, you know, it's a 1 or 2 score game at the half, and this is where it's
moneymaker.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's where it's gone bad for us. So this is definitely an opportunity for the Coyotes to make the corrections that they need to make, and you know, finish a game. Oh, look, Coach, we may be getting the game clock, the play clock operating.
We got the south end. Looks like it's starting up 63. I don't know what that means, but then they're working on the north one over there. So.
All right, so maybe.
I hope so, because that does help out on our. We would have eliminated 1 penalty right there, I believe. So
it did cost us a nickel in there, and that was a drive that, you know, we were moving the ball pretty well. So you can only speculate how much of a factor that would have been. So there's the cannon. The home team enters the game just as they did at the beginning of the first quarter. And like I said, we will probably go another 3 minutes here. Maybe not with the extended halftime for homecoming. We may get right to football. I'm not sure.
We look across, we see our Kyle fans. So we've got a pretty decent fan base over there on that side.
You know, we do, because this is a big stadium. I mean, this stadium seats a lot of people, and that's a large amount of bleachers over there, and that quite a few of the Roswell faithful, you know, battling the flooded roads to get here, battling the wind and the rain and the weight and the lightning, but that's the way Coyote Nation is, right, Coach?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, you're speaking about the rain. How about coming in from Lovington? That flood going on. It looked like we were driving through the old Pecos River whenever it was flooded over.
Well, yeah, probably a little bigger than the Pecos usually flows, I think, was going down that road we were on. But hopefully everybody got through it safe, and of course safe going back home to Roswell. And it's going to be a late one going home to Roswell, obviously, with the late start already, 9:30, and we haven't kicked off the second half yet, but we appreciate you sticking with us.
Hope we get more fans hopping on now that a lot of the other games are starting to finish up.
Coach, let's go ahead and take one more break before we kick off, and we'll be right back with the second half here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSVPTV.com.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
There's never a bad time to break out a bag of La Poblanita Party Tostadas. At home, the office, in the club, wherever. Parties happen with La Poblanita Party Tostadas. The perfect crunch, seasoned just right and ready to get the party started. It's the dippable chip that bites back. The chips that make bland salsas better. Grab a bag of La Poblanita Party Tostadas at your local grocery store across all of southeastern New Mexico and take the party up a notch with La Poblanita Party Tostadas. They're all that and a bag of chips.
Mays Lumber Company. You know us for quality service and dependability. And Mays Lumber Company's pellet stoves are exactly that. A pellet stove from Mays Lumber Company provides you with the cozy, comfortable heat you want when you want it. With a pellet stove from Mays Lumber, you can adjust the intensity of heat and maintain a constant temperature. Plus, pellet stoves will save you both time and money, along with easy maintenance. Come pick yours up today. Mays Lumber Company, 115 South Virginia, Roswell.
You can count on Mays Lumber Company.
Hey, CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, we're getting close to fall and cooler weather. It's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571 to sign up. Call now.
Welcome back, folks. We came back a little late. You missed the kickoff. The Coyotes attempted the starburst and fumbled at their own 11-yard line, but did retain possession. So that's where they'll start. They're at the 11. Ariola will take the shotgun. He will hand it off to Bryce Sanchez.
Positive yards.
Yeah, and I think, a good solid gain of 3.
Coach, I want to give a shout out to a couple of Roswell alumni. We have Mira, Coach Reeves is over there. He won his first game, 28-6 against Gallup. Coach Cobos, 35 with Melinda, 35 over Los Alamos.
All right, here's Ariola from the shotgun looking down the field, and he's going to throw into double coverage, and that is going to be intercepted.
They're calling it.
Yeah. Just never should have thrown that ball. There were 2 defenders there and just the 1 receiver, and they pretty much had him over the top and down in front of him. So just an ill-advised throw and yet another turnover for these Roswell Coyotes.
Yes, sir.
As we add more gray hair to the coaching staff. Now that puts your defense which has played so well, in a bind here at the 27-yard, their own 27.
Trips to the bottom, handoff outside, little sweep action, good come up.
Oh, and a great move, and he's going to score. So just like that, the Eagles on the board again.
Big play out the gate.
Did they kind of over-pursue that, Coach, or was it just a good cutback?
They actually played it really well, and he cut back and just kind of slipped in between. That's the one thing about we do got a penalty out there, Coach. That's the one thing about a read option. It's a continuous moving line. Whenever they do the zone steps, it's just a continuous moving line, and you take that cut. Sometimes it'll be there, sometimes you get hit in the mouth, and that time he was able to slip through a couple tacklers and just get through.
So we do have holding.
Yeah, it doesn't count, Coach. No matter what, how long that was, it doesn't count.
So that is a big break for the defense, but it's still a first down and 4, from the 21-yard line. So Hobbs still in business here. They're going to run it up the middle, and they're going to get the first down and more. as Maeza takes it down near the 10. No, they're going to say all the way back at the 13.
Okay. Tackle again. If our safeties are doing the tackling, Coach, we're going to be giving up yardage.
Right. First down and 10 at the 18.
Handoff from 14. Cuts it up. Stop short.
Yeah, they're going to stop him at about the 1 or the 2. And that was Trevino again, kind of doing everything for them offensively.
And on the tackle was Jorge, and again, our safety, number 11, Lazos.
And now they're just going to push the quarterback. Keeper is going to stretch over the line, and they're going to say he's down at the 1 foot line.
He wasn't even close, Coach. He wasn't even close. I couldn't tell who was on that tackle, Coach.
Well, all the way to the full yard. So,
the
second goal. See if he lines up under center. No, he's back in the shot. No, he's going to go back under center. Same play. He's just going to try and push it across, and he does.
Started through.
So, touchdown for sure this time, as there are no flags on the field. Colton Graham, the quarterback keeper, up the middle. Looked like Bart Starr in the Ice Bowl, Coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so the second extra point attempt by Hobbs as they lead 12-0 now with 9:40 left in the third quarter. And this time the kick is up and wide. So once again, failing to convert on the extra point are the Hobbs Eagles. But they do lead in the game 12-0. We're going to take a quick break and be back for the kickoff. Coyotes trail 12-0. 9:40 left in the third quarter. Thanks for tuning in to KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, So Easy Sewing finally has our most popular sewing machines and sergers back in stock. We have the Zest, our entry-level machine, on sale for $149. We have the Amazing Jazz 2, which boasts a 12-inch throat, on sale for $7.99, and our #1 selling Verve sewing embroidery combo machine on sale for $9.99. All machines include lifetime instruction on the use of the machine. Hurry in to 200 East College Boulevard in Roswell to claim your new machine before they're gone. So Easy Sewing. You've never had it so easy.
Welcome back to Hobbs, New Mexico, as Roswell Coyotes trail the Hobbs Eagles 12-0. 9:40 left here in the third quarter, and the Coyotes back to receive the kickoff after the touchdown by Colton Graham, coming off the interception deep into Coyote territory. All right, so the Eagles will be kicking with the wind here for the next 9 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll see if they go deep here, take advantage of the wind. Looks like
it's pretty solid. Another little pooch kick to the right.
And that's
Starburst again. Oh, we got some kind of stay outside.
Yeah.
Oh, where's the face mask?
I couldn't tell who had the ball, as is often the case when they're running the Starburst. But
25.
Still wound up being a pretty decent return. Looks like they're going to spot the ball at the 29, all the way to the 29. Okay, so
I'd say about a $13 return.
Yeah, that's pretty decent on the squib kick, and to run the Starburst out of it, that's effective. All right, Coyotes need to get on the board here. 9:29 remaining. There's the motion, and it's going to be the keeper for Areola, and he's up the middle, breaks the tackle. And a late flag, a fumble and a late flag.
I don't know if they're calling it a fumble. They are calling it a fumble and a pickup.
All right,
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're giving them, well.
No, I coached that. I think it was a fumble. I think we just recovered it. I don't think it was a flag. He was just marking where the ball came out, so.
I didn't see who recovered that.
I didn't see who recovered it. Areola with the fumble.
He had about 7 yards before, and he took a negative 3-yard set.
All right, here's motion again. Areola's going to bring it off to his left side with the option. Try to cut it back, but he's not going to get much there. In fact, he's probably going to lose a yard on that play.
Yep.
Nothing really there on that play. Ariola heads over to the bench to get instructions, and now back to the huddle.
So now we're going to third and long. Still manageable, about 8.
Yeah, third and every bit of 8 yards. Going with the same formation, shotgun, Rudy. And now a pass down the middle. He's got his man, but he won't be able to get the yardage necessary.
Oh, look at that spot. Oh, they may give it to him.
So it's going to bring up a 4th and 4 at the 35-yard line, and I think we're going to see the punt team come out. We see mass substitution. Looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. So the Coyotes will have to punt into this pretty stiff wind at this point. With 7.5 minutes left, Coyotes trailing by 12.
That last pass.
High snap, and he does get off a decent punt, considering they'll need a bounce, and they don't get it. Coyotes will down the ball at the 42 or the 43-yard line. So a decent punt there, considering the high snap. And
long snap for Connor Nichols is on. He recovered it. Takes it down, shall I say. All right, defense, time to stiffen up. Go to work. Let's go to work, boys.
Well, they keep putting all this pressure on this defense, and it's a young, inexperienced defense, Coach. All the linebackers are juniors. 2 of the secondary are sophomores. It's a lot of pressure to put on them. Now, the front 4 and really the front 7 has gotten pressure all night long, but just can't continue to put them in these kind of situations. We'll see what they do here. Here's the shotgun, and he's going to knock down, and that's an incomplete pass, but a great job there.
Garcia.
Yeah, Gonzalo Garcia, who played extremely well tonight.
Yes.
Keep calling his name on defense. That's a good thing.
That is very good.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10, 42. Yeah, that front 4, can't say enough about it. But, they just putting a lot on their shoulders.
Yeah. And they're going to get tired because they are running a no-huddle offense, Coach.
And now we're going to get a screen out to the right side, and that's going to be well played. Nice tackle made by Lazos, I believe.
And Adrian.
And Trevino again. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 4. And got to think it's 4-down territory unless they get a big loss. We'll see. Taking a lot of time here. Again, the play clock's not operating tonight.
Right now, so.
All right, here's the shotgun with
pass, little screen out. Good play by Lazos.
Yeah, and that'll be enough for the first down as they get it out to Royal.
Isaac Loya bringing down the sophomore in there playing.
Is that Loya?
Yes, sir. 34? Yes, sir.
So Loya playing that, is he playing the mic? No, playing the Sam.
He is. Oh, they're bumping him over.
Oh, now he's the mic.
There we go.
And now we're going to wait. It's first down in Coyote territory at the 46-yard line. 6.5 minutes left here. Here's the shotgun and the run up the middle. Oh, and a hard hit. And can do that. So, but it's going to be first down yardage, about 12 yards for Royal again.
And Loya was on that tackle as well, Coach. We had Adrian and I and Kelvin Alicon with the big hit, and then dragging him down from behind was Loya. Get him, Loya. A little sophomore action in there, Coach. Ready to hustle.
A lot of sophomores contributing.
Yes, sir.
Especially on defense. All right, 1st and 10, just inside the 35-yard line.
Pass. Good play.
Yeah, we're waiting for him that time. That's
Good
Anaya.
job, Anaya.
Just waiting for the screen that time to Trevino again. Loss of 3 on that play. So tackle for loss for Anaya from that cornerback spot. Just sniffed it out exactly right. playing that press coverage.
Well, they've done that they've done that 3 out of the 4 times they ran that stack double slot stack, and he figured it out real quick.
All right, shotgun again.
Hand off.
Graham.
There it is. Oh, get him. Good play. Who is that?
Still going to be a tackle for a loss.
Yes, sir. Alacon.
Yeah, Kevin's had a good night here from that middle linebacker position.
Yeah.
He's been solid in all 3 games, Coach. He's kind of undersized, but you never know it from the stat sheet.
No, he is a smaller linebacker, but he's quick, agile, and he's a real good wrestler, Coach. So he's pretty good at that physicality, double legging. Oh, we got another. Oh, we almost could.
3rd and 15, and
good tackle again. Who is that? Alacon again on that one, Coach. Alacon.
Yeah, little help from Jorge Gomez, but yeah, Alacon again with the pursuit. And that's going to bring up an interesting situation. 4th and 12. And they're mass substitutions.
Well, being one of the biggest schools in the state, Coach, they have a specific special teams that all runs out at the same time.
Well, I'm sure, Coach, but I'm not sure I'm punting this ball. I mean, you could pin them deep, I suppose, but...
Oh, we had double motion right there.
And he's back to punt. I thought we might see a fake. It's a little pooch kick, and pretty well done. It's going to go out about...
was a pretty good little move right there.
The 9-yard line, so they do pin them deep is exactly what they're trying to do, but the Coyotes do hold on defense. Let's see if they can get something going offensively now, as they really haven't been able to, really since middle of the 2nd quarter. So
since we started the roll, and then we got those penalties.
All right, penalties pretty much ended 2 of our 2 best drives of the game so far, but I have a feeling that we've got our best drive of the game yet to come.
I agree, Coach. Let's get it rocking, baby.
Now, a long way to go here. 91 yards away from getting on the board. Coyotes come out in their familiar shotgun formation with one back. And snap the ball into the end zone. Just let it roll out. Safety is probably the best scenario there. And so
the rolls continue.
Yeah, that will be a safety, and that makes up for those 2 missed extra points for Hobbs. But it's also going to give Hobbs the ball in likely good field position because
you have to punt.
Yeah,
you kick it from 35.
Yeah, you get to kick it from. It's not the 35. I think it's the 25.
25
on a safety. They're discussing it right now, but it's not the normal kickoff spot, but the normal kickoff spot's the 40, right?
Yes.
It might be the 30. We're about to find out, but the Coyotes are going to have to kick here or punt. I think I'm going to let Peyton Kenner try to get behind one and get it just as deep as he can get it, and hope you get the good coverage.
He has one of the best legs, and he's a sophomore, Coach. The best legs that I've seen in years.
Yeah, Coach, and Coach says he's got 2 other kids that in a normal year would be an above-average kicker for him, and that's not counting Peyton Kenner. Yeah. So he's got Greathouse, and he's got no. Well, he's got kickers in the program. We'll just say that. Or kickers coming up. All right, so it looks like they're still discussing where they're going to have the Coyotes kick from, but Hobbs is moving way up there.
Yeah, they're on the wrong side.
Coach, I think it's the 25.
They're going to the 20.
Woo. So.
Guess we were both wrong. I was more right, though. I was more right than
Coach,
I knew we were kicking the ball.
Coach, I could agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong.
There we go.
All right, so they are going to kick from the 20. So that's a 20-yard difference in a normal kickoff. I think Hobbs is too deep, Coach. I really do. I think they should be up closer to the 30 with their deep man. I mean, Kenner's got a leg, don't get me wrong, but that wind's blowing.
There's a big gap right there. We can get it right behind that first line, maybe get a little kickback.
Well,
there's a lot of ifs going on with that.
There is. I mean, you go down 3 scores here, and you're probably sunk. We'll see. There's a lot of empty field there right at the H where you might be able to
Well, they haven't put on the scoreboard yet, but it is 16-0.
No, it's 14. They missed the 2 extra.
Oh, there we go. Sorry. And they put it up fast then.
And it's the pooch kick, which
at the 50.
And that's trouble. And sliding down to the 38 on the return. You know, that's, Coach, that's a little too in between for me. You know,
yeah.
If you weren't gonna pop it up, but don't. That's almost like a squib, and that's just. I don't know. In any event, it's going to give the Hobbs Eagles the football at the 38-yard line, looking to go up.
His name on the tackle sheet is Bryce Sanchez with that coach.
Hey, a little special teams action there for Bryce. All right, here's the inside handoff.
Good play by Jeff Irish. Tackle for loss.
But tremendous play by Irish. I was worried that we might see the flag come out, but I guess he had his jersey or something and not his face mask. But what a play.
Went through this
he did.
blocker and then just tackled. I don't even know if that's the word, Coach, but he tackled him.
He absolutely tackled him. All right, it's going to bring up 2nd and 17 all the way back at the 45-yard line. Going to get a pass now. If somebody's open, nobody is.
Another sack on the sack. We have.
All right. We'll get the guy.
76 and 64.
76. Haven't called his name yet. Remy Villa.
There we go. Remy Villa. Good job.
Remy, normally known for his blocking ability on an offensive line, getting the sack there with a little help from his friends. And that brings up 3rd and 19. So we'll see. Get a stop here, and you may see him trying to pin us deep again. That's probably what I'd do. Here's the press coverage on the receivers.
Empty backfield.
Right. Shotgun.
Pass, sprint out to the left, right.
He's going for it all. Overthrows his man. And probably had a step. On Lazos. A perfect ball gets caught there, but that's tough. He's on the run.
We had seen a perfect ball thrown, though. Coach,
sure.
that Farmington quarterback laid it in there.
Right.
About as pretty as I ever seen.
Well, and the sophomore from Lovington made some excellent throws last week as well. But just bringing up a punt situation, 4th and 19, and Hobbs will attempt to pin the Coyotes deep again. And Anaya follows the motion man and runs into him.
We're going to get a flag. Yes, we are.
That's a penalty.
Are you kidding me? There
took him a long time. Maybe it got stuck in his pocket.
I don't know what was going on. That was clear to
yeah, you can't tackle a guy while he's trying to catch the ball.
That was clear to people looking in the dark. Look, that was,
So that is going to be, I think we retain possession anyway, but it's going to be a penalty. And he's not going to tell us what it is. He's just going to indicate. Officiating crew tonight, the referee is Leonard Velasquez. The umpire is Steve Hubner. Linesman is Lawrence Velasquez. Line judge, Brian Randall, and back judge, David Velasquez. So Leonard and the boys, plus Steve and Brian.
All right, Coach, let's see what we got here.
Done a pretty good job tonight. That's a Roswell crew.
Got a new guy out there, number 11. Who is that? Oh, Sabino is on offense over there on the whiteout.
Okay.
Lazos. Any other new faces? We still got Seabass out there. That's Sebastian Mendoza.
You know, Lazos played a lot of offense last year as the fullback.
Yes. So. And we got Mendoza coming around the end around and making some moves right
job.
there.
Yeah. That's that good kind of slippery running that we know he's capable of.
Yep.
And a nice run on first down, picking up 8.
8 yards right there. He's had 20 yards on 2 carries, Coach. He's shown to be a threat right there.
Right.
He gets the ball in his hand.
Speedy option.
Yeah.
All right, 2nd and short. Empty back. Nope, we're under center with the fullback, and it's going to be a keeper and a first down and a little more.
5 yards, Coach. 5, 6 yards. There we go.
All right, might have something going here.
How many was that, Coach? I say about 7.
Okay.
All right, sounds good to me too. Ariola now with 8 carries and 21 yards. There we go. There we go.
Coach, we need to sustain this. You know, there's plenty of time in the football game. There's under a minute left in the third quarter.
The entire fourth quarter.
There's just a 2-score game. So plenty of time for the Coyotes. They just need to get momentum in their favor. Under center again. Going to go inside this time. It's Gamboa, I believe.
7 yards.
We'll say 6.
All right, we'll say 6.
But that's fine. I mean, we'll take 6 yards absolutely every single time.
We're getting in double digits with our running backs, guys. Coach, that's good stuff. I like hearing that. Here we go. Cloud of dust. Cloud of dust, baby.
But we desperately need a score on this drive, Coach. Can't emphasize that enough.
Jordan Weathersby out here on the receiving end. We got Josh. He didn't go down.
Oh. Did he? No, he's going to say he did go down. So the knee did go down on the screen pass, and that's going to be a loss of 4, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 8. And it's going to bring an end to quarter number 3. So we'll take a little break here from Hobbs, New Mexico, where the Coyotes trail 14-0. And we'll be back with fourth quarter action after this word from our sponsors. Thanks for tuning in to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSVP TV.
Mays Lumber Company. You know us for quality service and dependability. And Mays Lumber Company's pellet stoves are exactly that. A pellet stove from Mays Lumber Company provides you with the cozy, comfortable heat you want when you want it. With a pellet stove from Mays Lumber, you can adjust the intensity of heat and maintain a constant temperature. Plus, pellet stoves will save you both time and money, along with easy maintenance. Come pick yours up today. Mays Lumber Company, 115 South Virginia, Roswell.
You can count on Mays Lumber Company.
And welcome back to Hobbs, New Mexico, where the Goddard Rockets played in the Wool Bowl earlier tonight, but the Roswell Coyotes trail 14-0 here. And I'll be hearing about that on the drive home for sure. All right, going the other way now, wind at our backs for the rest of the game. And pretty critical 3rd and 8 here from the 48-yard line.
Weatherby out here on the receiving end. Another sophomore coach.
Yeah, Jordan. There's motion. And it's going to be Eric. Yeah, it was open a wide open.
He was wide open, Coach.
He finally did throw it to him, and he couldn't.
He was looking to block. Weathersby saw him. Ariel looked like he was going to run it, so Weathersby went to go block somebody, and he threw it right as soon as he took his eyes off.
Yeah, that's tough.
He was wide open.
Yeah, and what should have been an easy pitch and catch for a first down is going to bring up 4th and 8 now, and Kyle's pretty much have to go for this at this point in the game, in this spot in the field.
We are.
Oh, all right. There's Coach. I think we might see a little funny business here. No, he's going to kick it, and if he gets the bounce, he didn't. But it's still going to be inside the 20, so about the 17. So playing the odds probably and going ahead and kicking that one away. Maybe a little conservative on the kick, trying to keep it in bounds, but that's better than a touchback, so we'll take that, of course.
Push him back.
So it's going to be up to the defense again to stop him and probably stop him quickly. I mean, there is still a whole quarter left, but they are going to be
twice.
Yeah, we got to be running out of chances here. So
this is the worst field position Hobbs has had.
I believe it is. Yeah, pretty much the whole game. So at least the defense has that going for him here. Let's see if we can maintain that defensive pressure on the quarterback, Colton Graham. That just sounds like a quarterback's name, doesn't it? Colton Graham, yes, quarterback for the Hobbs Eagle.
Got trip set. Excuse me, a pass. Short route.
And just missed him. probably had him for a decent game, but off the mark, or
I don't know, Coach. Adrian was all over it. It was a blanket coverage. They're watching this on video, huh? Oh, I thought I was just a radio guy talking about I'm going to talk my kids up, Coach.
Of course you are, but that's fine on 106.
They get to see, huh?
Yeah. He's had a good game, though.
He has. Yes, he has. He's come off a lot of blocks and made some tackles. 4 tackles and 1 tackle for loss. All
right, second 10 here. We'll see Graham motion. He's going to hand the ball off.
Cut up.
And hard hit, but no wrap up. And that's going to be close to first down yardage there as he's finally brought down.
Right, Garcia, little extracurricular going on right there.
Yeah, Gonzalo with the little extra shove there got away with it because that probably could have been flag worthy right there, Coach.
I don't know, Coach.
Two hands hard to the back, huh?
He had a bug on him. He was taking care of it.
That's nice of him.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd and short. And
no, he didn't.
Coyotes jump, and that's going to be a free first down.
Well, you don't want to call his name all the time because that was on Garcia. And that's the one time you don't want to be called on a penalty,
right.
Coach. But we keep playing hard. I'll be okay with it.
Offsides, defense, first down.
There's a mental aspect to the game. You know, it's not all about strength and quickness and all that. There's also the mental aspect.
Little handoff. Inside handoff read.
And he's got room.
Down by.
So Royal he's had a good game. He's had several of those of about that yardage where he gets to that second level.
That was Jeremiah again on the defense. Here we go, defense.
All right, so Hobbs in no hurry here, even though there's still lots of time, 10.5 left. Coyotes trail 14-0. We are in the 4th quarter. Hobbs at their own 45-yard line. They're going to
pass it out to the right. Good play. Good play. Brought down by 40, but that play was made by the outside linebacker over there.
Yeah, Gomez, I think they're first. 2-yard gain on the screen.
Who's over there? That was Isaac Loya, Coach, who set the tone over there.
Yeah, Isaac's done well since he's come in the game.
Yeah.
All right, no play clock again, so we're not sure. And the players aren't either.
So backfield, Coach.
When they're trying to take time off the clock, it makes it more difficult.
Trevino's going to get the ball right here. Oh, he did not. There we go. Oh. Swallowed up by a gang of Coyotes right there, Coach.
Yeah, probably just back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard gain on that, but good job by that front 4. Really, again, pretty decent running because we had him in the backfield. You know, the first guy did miss him, but just a 1 yard. Yeah, slowed him down at least. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Third down to 37.
As we're in the 10 o'clock hour already, Coach.
Friday Night Lights couldn't be better, Coach.
All right, here we go. Shotgun. He's going to roll out and now pitch it inside, and this play has worked for him all night.
Slipped that a little bit earlier right there, Lozano.
Going to be just short of the first down. Can bring up 4th and 1 at the 46. And with just one substitution, it looks like they will go for this. Big opportunity for the Coyotes here if they can stop them on this 4th and 1. Be a big momentum shift.
Big stand, boys, big stand.
We'll see what's going to happen. Taking a long time here. And we'll see if the umpire looks at his watch. They get
the up the middle.
Play off.
We got him, Coach.
Well, second effort. I mean, it's just going to depend.
What kind of spot?
Yeah,
what kind of spot? Oh, Coach, we had him in the backfield too.
That last push.
Got a little, they're going to give it to him. They're going to set it up.
Yeah, last push got it. First down. Just barely.
Yeah.
And, Coach, I'm going to say good job by the officials letting that play finish. because they had him pretty well stopped the momentum, but then, that last push got them that extra half yard that they needed to get the first down. All right, we're back in the shotgun with one back. We're going to see a screen. No, a keeper up the middle escapes the tackle, and he's going to get a decent run out of that. And that's a late hit by the Coyotes. I have no idea what that person is thinking.
It was brought down by Adrian and I. Only thing I can think, Coach, is that he landed right on top of Adrian, so he wasn't 100% down. And then Garcia came to... And that's going to cost us. Yeah, it's a tough one because it's not really a bang-bang play on that.
Well, and it's not, I don't think it was a malicious type play there. He wasn't sure he was down. And but it's going to wind up being costly as they're going to move the ball probably around the 25, 24, in between the 25 and the 24. So first and 10 for Hobbs there, as they've managed to take quite a chunk off of the clock here in the fourth quarter as well. Time running out for the Coyotes, and they're running out of room on their end of the field. He's going for it all right here. He's got his man. If he holds on, he does. Touchdown, Eagles. And that's Trevino again. Kid's good receiver, Coach. He's
going to be up there with the stats as the state comes around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be up there whenever the stats.
There you are.
There you go.
He will. He's had a tremendous game, and again, it's his first game of the season. He's been out with COVID, and I'm not even sure I should be saying that. He's been out, but he's made his presence known on the football field tonight.
Sure.
He's the real deal, and Graham's done a good job of getting the football, and the coaches for running plays to get him the football. So this is a different Hobbs team with that kid on the field. I guarantee you that.
Yes, sir.
Coach, we had a penalty on that.
There we go. There we go. I didn't see that, Coach, but I did see it. I'm not exactly sure what I saw, but it was not a touchdown.
Well, they're all wound up being 20 yards down the field, so I don't know. They're at the 44 now. First and a whole lot.
Uh-oh. Cut back. Again, brought down by Lazos and Kelvin.
Yeah, 4-yard gain there on first down and 34. 30, sorry. It's going to be second and about 26 now, so. Yeah, I missed that penalty entirely, Coach. We were talking about the touchdown and the catch and the receiver. Oh, well, we'll take it.
Yeah, doesn't count.
Back to pass now, and once again, good coverage down the field.
Sacks, Irish, and who was that? I can't see, Coach.
Big dog. That's a big Coyote.
No, that's number 76 again.
Yeah,
Remy.
So Remy coming from the offensive side of the ball, the defensive side of the ball, and making his presence known. But, Coach, the coverage downfield, those receivers were blanketed.
Yes.
I mean, absolutely a Coyote all over every single one of them. And that hasn't been the only time tonight.
That's why we got so many sacks,
yeah,
Coach.
Yeah.
You're
so
right.
That's third and a whole bunch here.
Got a new one on the field over there.
And Graham, well, that's not Graham. Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, good pressure by Irish, Coach.
Yeah.
Good pressure. I tell you what, Graham felt that one. He's getting up a little bit slow. That's 280 pounds coming on you right there.
I think he's just adjusting his shoe or something.
Hey, Coach, no, he needed a breather, Coach. That's a big boy pushing you around.
Yeah.
It's tough to handle that.
Well, and Graham's had a good game, but he's had the Coyotes in his face the whole game as well.
Yes, he has.
All right, so they'll be punting into the wind. And is that Seabass back there? Or is it Monreal?
Monreal, I believe so, Coach. Okay. Back to receive.
And
short kick, ice beater.
And a Coyote bounce. So that's going to net only about 17 yards. So that's...
Here it is, Coach. This is it. We got to get one in right now real quick, and we can go from there.
Yeah, we are running out of time, so we can't grind it out here, but there is still time to make some noise here. We don't want to get shut out, certainly. I gotta think we gotta go to the air.
We got wind behind us.
We do, and it's been pretty steady the whole game, blowing pretty much south to north, and pretty steady and pretty strong.
Oh, let's see what we got. We getting a shotgun set?
Yeah, just a pretty normal set, but
pass.
And there it is.
Go big. Go big. Oh.
Good throw. How about that throw?
Yeah, he was on run right there.
Yeah, right where it needed to be, but just pretty good defense and got a hand in there.
Yeah.
But nice, accurate throw, a good route, and just couldn't quite make the connection. Stops the clock, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Coyotes working out of their own territory from the 31-yard line.
Intended pass was Estrada on that last one.
You can always know it's Estrada because those shoes.
Yeah. Estrada gets the ball.
Falls down.
Oh, and gets another 5 yards. But yeah, I think, didn't he have different color shoes, orange and yellow last time?
They were noticeable. We'll just say that.
There we go.
I'm not going to comment on the color, but they were noticeable.
And maybe it is the reason that he had to change it because they did have that orange look, Coach.
Maybe.
Because we don't care too much for that.
No, we don't go orange.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd and about 6.
Pass.
No one to pass to. Now he's got a man.
Good catch.
Coach.
Good catch, number 33.
That's Eli Lynn.
Hey, now look at that, Eli Lynn.
Out of the tight end position, so Eli Lynn, the sophomore, back up tight end.
12 yards, Coach? How long was that?
Yeah, 14 maybe.
Okay, 14.
Oh, 31, 40, no, 11. Sorry. Oh, and another bad snap. Dang it.
All right.
Try to make something out of it, Bryce.
Oh, where's that flag at?
Yeah, that was a borderline horse tackle, but no flag. And on the errant snap, it's going to drop him back about 12 yards. He's second about 22.
And that was Bryce Sanchez that picked that up. Quick.
Yeah, Bryce had to pick it up. That's how bad this
down to 3. God, there's his yardage. Okay, we got single back.
2 receivers to the left. And looking at one of them, Ariel, and now going to take it deep.
Oh, go, Seabass.
Yeah, just a little bit overthrown.
That wind is behind him, yeah.
Yeah, they got to account for that wind.
And Seabass being one of our faster guys.
Yeah, and he maybe had a step on the defender there, but just a little overthrown. It's going to bring up 3rd and long here, but definitely 4-down territory with this much time left in the game. Only 3:18 in the 4th. Coyotes trail 14-0. They've got the ball at their own 36 and facing a 3rd and 22. Got Sanchez in the backfield with him.
Yes.
We're
going big again over.
Yeah, over everybody that time. Had 2 receivers in the same area, but throws it over everybody's head.
Yes, sir.
And now, unless you're just saying, I give up, well, I guess hunt team's coming out.
Coach, it's tough to go 4th and 20. Try to pick that up.
Well, I'd like to see a fake here, Coach, because...
Well, there's no one back there. I mean, when they got safeties, they got regular defense back there.
And the punt is kind of straight up in the air. And
good bounce.
A great bounce.
Don't you pick it up. Do not pick it up just yet.
Don't touch it. Let it roll by itself. Get out of the way and let the wind blow it away.
Now pick it out there. Now you hold on to it. Number 23. Who was that?
That's Unreal, I believe.
Oh, that was 23, Coach. Caden George.
Oh, Caden George.
Caden George. I'm going to say everybody's name out here, Coach. We got to try to get everybody's recognition.
Jerry's 25. I mix them up quite a bit, unfortunately. It wound up being a great punt from the 36 all the way down to the 12.
40.
So that's 38, 48, 52-yard punt, Coach.
Too shabby.
52
Coach,
yards.
that stack right there, I had kept.
Well,
that's my fault.
Hey.
I'm still forgetful. Inside, who is number 76? Remy is making his face known.
Yeah, he's basically played two-way football tonight, Coach. Unless I hadn't noticed that they subbed out for him on offense, but Remy has shown what he can do at defensive tackle. That's for sure.
You know, sometimes you got to go two ways.
Yeah.
You know?
Iron Man.
There you go.
And Hobbs letting time tick away as they should. And
empty backfield. Let's watch for the quarterback keeper. Nope, hand off to number 21. Outside race to the east.
And
hot.
Coyotes managed to stretch it out, but good yardage on the play, actually. Going to get about 6. Bring up a 3rd and
a host of Coyotes.
3 or 4.
I saw one in there. I saw Alarcon. I saw a big boy coming across, too. I didn't see the man on that one.
We've got a timeout on the field, so we'll take one, too. Thanks for tuning in to Roswell Coyote Football on KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. 2 minutes left here in the game. We'll be right back.
Talk about local color. Your trees are supposed to be green, not yellow. Hello, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. While we've been talking about our colorful geraniums, I've been noticing a lot of yellow trees around town, particularly those globe willows. It may come as a shock to you, but those trees are supposed to be green. If you have yellow trees, come see us at Roswell Seed Company. We have a fix that's fast and easy and doesn't cost very much. Remember, it's okay to have yellow flowers, but not yellow trees.
And we're back in Hobbs, New Mexico, as this outstanding Hobbs band is entertaining us through this timeout. The Coyotes trail 14-0 here with 1:58 left in the ball game. Here from Hobbs. Of course, we had the long lightning delay before we could start. We had rain. Now we got wind, and we've had some football too. And Coach, I just want to say, it's not the progress that I wanted to see, but I still am seeing progress from this team.
I agree, Coach.
You know, they've given up points big time the first 2 weeks in the second half. You know, they played a good first half and then given up a ton of points in the second half. Today, you know, just giving up the one score and then the safety, but, you know, that's
on the defense.
Right, and for the third game in a row, I'm pretty impressed with this defense.
I agree, Coach. And like you said, they're a very young defense with the few seniors that are in there, the 3.
Yeah.
Everyone else will be a learning experience as of tonight.
Sure.
So
all right, with 3rd down and 4, and if they can keep him wrapped up, and they will, as fumble?
No. Wesley Gallegos and Jeremiah on that.
Yeah, and Coyotes
did a good job of stretching that out.
Coyotes use their second timeout. And believe it or not, folks, I guess we went back in time because the clock now reads 1:59, and I believe it was 1:58 at the last time out. So, strange things happening here in southeastern New Mexico. I didn't see the DeLorean, but it could have been there.
Could have been.
Great Scott, right? So 1:59 now left in the fourth quarter as the Coyotes take their second of 3 timeouts in the half, and they've, with that loss on that play, they've got Hobbs in a 4th and 9, and if they can make a stop here, they'll have them punting into the wind. So, you know, it's not over yet.
It is not over. It is not over.
They would need a quick score and an onside kick, but stranger things have happened.
Coach, Peyton kicked 4 onside kicks in a row last year on the freshman.
Did he?
Got them all. We got them all. He is experienced. He is an experienced onside kicker.
And full disclosure, Coach Lujan and I had reason to watch that freshman team last year as our boys were playing. But
we were lucky enough to watch that. That is a good squad. They went undefeated.
They did.
Coach Kelly's boy scored his first touchdown of his life.
First and last. All right, here's the punt.
Oh, don't touch him.
And returnable.
Jeremiah.
And he's going to get it inside the 40. So
7-yard return.
To the 37-yard line. So Coyotes in need of a quick hitter here. So no time to grind it out.
We're going with a couple of runs, Coach. We didn't have to air it out.
No, we can't run the football. I just don't think we have that luxury. And I'm looking to see if Remy's out there on offense.
Oh, Areola's off the field.
Oh, no.
Never mind.
There
That's
he
number
is.
14. My fault. I saw number.
Yeah,
That was number
no,
17.
that's a Ray. He comes in, catch the ball. We'll see if
Shotgun.
all right, pass will be a run as Areola nowhere to go with it, and it's going to be a 3-yard loss. And it forces Coach Lynn to take his final timeout. So
We try to draw up a play to get us 2 touchdowns in a minute and 40 seconds. It's possible, Coach. We have seen stranger things.
it's true.
We have seen stranger things.
Tall task for the Coyotes to be sure.
Yes, sir. And we got to give it to the Hobbs Eagles defense. They have done a good job on shutting. I don't want to say shutting us down, but definitely keeping points off the board.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was going to say there's a goose egg over there on the scoreboard, so I'd say they shut us down. They are tough. They played us well, and with that added dimension to their offense, these Hobbs Eagles are going to be a tough out for the rest of the year for whoever they're playing. All right, now we got Twins out to the right.
Shasta and Mendoza.
And evades the sack, and now he can air it out down the field. Turn and find it, son, but he can't. It's going to be picked off at the 2 and then tackled out to the 7. And that will do it.
I believe that may be our third interception.
That's the third interception, yeah. But, that one you've got to air it out down the field. That wasn't bad. We had a chance. There's just not enough air under it. Looks like the wind has finally died down a little bit, and that should do it with no timeouts in the back pocket of Coach Lynn and just 1:29 left here in the game as Coyotes staring dead in the face of 0-3 to start the season. But again, I want to stress, I'm seeing the progression. It's probably not as quick as a lot of people would want or expect from the program, but I'm seeing these guys doing things better every week. And I was talking to Coach Lynn last week actually about none of these games matter to him. I'm paraphrasing here, but none of these games matter until we get to district, So it's those last 3 that really count. And, if we can be playing our best football at that time of year and, keep continuing to improve, even though we've got that tough schedule. Coach, I looked at a lot of schedules on Max Preps, and I couldn't find a tougher schedule than we've got this year.
We definitely added some heavy hitters.
Yeah, I mean, going into this game, we were ranked number 7 in our classification, and we had every team in front of us, 1 through 6 on our schedule. We had 2 number 1 teams on our schedule. We had 2 number 3 teams on our schedule. I mean, we're playing a Texas team that has won a regional championship. It's tough, but I'll tell you what, it's going to pay off for these kids in this program down the line.
I agree. And like you said, as long as we're playing our best football when it comes to district time, it'll be all well worth it. Obviously, no one likes to see L's in that column.
Right.
But we definitely have the opportunity to go through, win district, and then make our noise in the playoffs. And that's the most important thing, obviously.
Right.
Coming off of our back-to-back state championships of a full seasons. Obviously, we had COVID season last year, and
right.
But we still got some growing to do.
We do, but I like the progress, and I feel sure that we're going to continue to improve as the season goes along. All right, we're going to take a quick break, let Coach finalize his stats, and then we'll be back to Hobbs, New Mexico, where the Hobbs Eagles have defeated the Roswell Coyotes 14-0. Thanks for tuning in to KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Big O Tires Carlsbad is now open, locally owned and operated, and excited to serve the community. Stop by for savings on tires, brakes, batteries, shocks, struts, alignment, oil changes, and more. Big O Tires knows automotive services can be an unexpected expense, and that's why they offer no credit financing needed. So no matter your budget, no matter your situation, Big O will help you get back on the road safely. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Hey, CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, we're getting close to fall and cooler weather. It's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571 to sign up. Call now.
Eastern New Mexico University Greyhound football is back on the High Plains. Don't miss out on all the excitement of Greyhound football as the Hounds welcome in Adams State Saturday, September 11th at 6 p.m. Sponsored by Nixon Enterprises. Don't miss out as ENMU salutes America's heroes with a flyover before the game courtesy of Cannon Air Force Base. Tickets start as low as $10 for adults, and kids 8 and under are free. For more information, visit goeasternathletics.com. ENMU football, all in.
And we're back, folks. Welcome back to Hobbs, New Mexico. We've got the final stats here from Coach Lujan. Take it away, Coach.
All right, like I said, you can take these stats to the bank if you want to, but you may not get paid too much because I do think I didn't do a great job today. But we're going to go ahead and go with our rushing yards. We got Bryce Sanchez, total of 6 rushes for 3 yards. We have Richard Ariola, a total of 9 rushes for 18 yards. Jonah Gamboa, 2 rushes for 12 yards. And the big earner today was Sebastian Mendoza with 2 carries for 20 yards. We have Josh Estrada, 2 carries for 0 yards. Passing wise, we had a total of 15 attempts and a total of 21 yards for Richard Ariola with 3 INTs. That's a big thing we got to cover up. Receiving wise, our receiving core comes from Jonah Gamboa, -1 yard for 1 catch. Joshua Estrada, we have 3 attempts for 6 yards. And Sebastian Mendoza, we have 2 attempts for 5 yards, or 2 receptions for 5 yards. We have, and then another big one out of the line. We have 33. Eli Lynn on the stat sheet for 11 yards with 1 catch. Again, we're going to talk about we'll go to punt returns. We have Jeremiah Monreal for 26 yards, and the kickoff returns, we have Josh Estrada with 13 yards. And now we're going to go back to the defensive statistics. We are looking at Adrian Anaya. He had 5 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 pass tipped. We're in Ishmael Galvin, 5